Whoops. I did the thing, and then I didn't bring myself on. I even said, hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night Delight, and I wasn't in the fucking stream. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. Has anyone out there seen this show? What's it called? Our Flag Means Death. It's pretty fucking funny. I know when the credits roll, you're gonna see a name in there that might annoy you. You might be okay with it. I can separate the creator from their work, but I don't know I didn't catch what role he has on this project, but he's on the project, and for some people that's enough. Sometimes for me that's enough. But Taika Waititi is on it, but it's a TV show. It's a bunch of people working together, and it's a lot of fun. I was laughing my ass off watching that yesterday with my girlfriend. It was fucking great. Her daughter recommended it. I was like, okay, it is good shit. Her daughter also loves Future Man, so I figured it was a good recommendation. If anyone out there hasn't seen Future Man, also a damn good show. I don't know. I procrastinated a long time to see it. I got a lot of recommendations for it. I just never watched it. But it's nice having people to watch stuff with. Changes things up a little bit. I'm going to say hi to everybody. Let's change it up here. Boop. Hello, everyone. One Man Show. How you doing, One Man Show? Greetings and salutations. Hey, Jenny, my love. Mwah. How you doing? Just you and I here in the gloom. What's this? Did you send me another picture? Yes. And you look super cute, Jenny. Seems so. He'll be along eventually. And now there are 4. Was there 5? It's all this is now unwind after. This is how I unwind after my Monday. How was everyone's Monday? How was your Monday, Man Ray? Did you have a decent Monday? Was it a pain in the ass? Could have cut into my watermelon if I'd known he was going to be this long of a wait. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I took a little bit. I didn't even get to eat beforehand, so I got my food right here. So I got these little, chicken and avocado tacos that I'm making. And I'm, making them here on the side while I do this. So I still haven't eaten. I'm in the process right now. Hey, Cortney. Good to see you, Court. I always love having you by. I'm doing figs tonight after I dump out again. Hold on, I need to grub into my food real quick. Give me a second. Whoa, what happened? Jumped. All right. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna do a quick little just a quick one, just a little one.
That's spooky.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves. You know?
Okay.
I made good choices. That's delicious. Where'd you go? All right. Hello, say Courtney. Does sound like something you would do. Yo, what up, runner? And Panda Power. What's shaking, bacon? Panda Power. Have I shown you my currently at this moment still incomplete Panda eShop? Did I show you this? I got all kinds of Panda shit here. I don't have all kinds. I have a few. Never mind. I'll show you later. I'll do it later. I need to finish that thing. I need to add the rest of the stuff that I made. Good to see you, Panda Power. Our flag means death. Death. TH. Death. I'm going to watch it on TV for a bit. Oh, I'm going to watch it on TV for a bit. Oh, it sounds good. I'm going to say hi to Courtney. What's up? Hola, it's Juice. Oh, what's up, Juice? Cucumber. That's the wrong kind of green log, right? Isn't it? Oh, no, pickles are just pickled cucumbers. Yeah, pickles are gross. Cucumbers, I don't mind. I separate them in my brain. Cool that you have comments on. Yeah, it's a new thing. It's a new thing. I put in what's it called? This people talk about it. Effort. That's the one. Yeah, I put in a little effort. I figured out I learned how to do the chat box thing online. So yeah, so far it's working pretty well. I'm really happy with it. What They Do in the Shadows was an enjoyable movie, and Thor 3 had its good parts. Yeah. Taika Waititi's he's like he's got his moments where he shines. Like, but I feel like overall in terms of tone, in terms of like what is his range is really limited. I don't see him doing anything really too crazy or serious or whatever. But What They Do in the Shadows, I don't know nothing about that one. The show is called Our Flag Means Death. I actually had something nice happen today that I didn't do for myself. Oh, what the fuck? Do share, my friend. What happened? Hello, the lovely Sherry. How are you, senorita? How's Florida treating you? Oh, guess I heard wrong. I was a bit baffled by the title. Yeah, the title, Our Flag Means Death, is like a boat full of deaf people, which really they feel like they'd be pretty capable, unless there's like a storm coming in from behind them and they don't hear the thunder. They're just like, be sure to hit the like. Thank you, Sherry, for the reminder. Raquel, how you doing, Raquel? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hi, Kai and Chat. Just stopping by to leave a like. Have a good evening, y'all. All right, take care, Raquel. Thanks for stopping by. Receive my first fan mail. Receive my first fan mail for Freedom Station this afternoon. No shit, dude. That's fucking badass. What? Like in like a mail or like an email? What happened there? That's fucking cool. Do you have like your address listed on your books? So anyone out there is interested in seeing, I mean, I talk about my book plenty, Space Crime Domino, but if you want to read someone else's work from around here, One Man Show here writes, and he has a book, Freedom Station, that just came out. So, yeah, go check it out if you're curious. See what One Man Show can do.
Hey, somebody come get her, she dancing like a stripper. Hey, somebody come get her, she dancing.
Skull. I guess I could hold it properly. You just spin it around. Right. Email. I put it in the book's intro. Oh, cool. I never even thought about that. Like, email me. Like, no, I never did. Cool, man. That's fucking awesome. All right, let me pull up the Instagrams and jam on this shit a little bit. How come we've always got new shit when I jump on here, man? What's that about? Let me see. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let me get this going. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate the link. It's been a minute. Good to see you again. I have to watch this on reply, because I'm literally falling asleep. Okay, well, sweet dreams, Raquel. No worries. I know what you meant. I was fucking around. Here. Yo, I'm gonna share something from my fucking stories though that cracked me up. Where's this one at? Whoop. Where'd it go? This shit cracked me the fuck up, because you'll see them sharing selfies too. Their dirty dishes and their messed up room in the background. Bitches be posting, I'm bored with a sink full of dishes. You got shit to do. You just don't want to. Hold on, let me pull up the save post again. No, it's a tangent. Oh man, I want more chicken tacos, but it takes my attention away. Let me see if I can scoot this over. Scoot this over here so I can talk into the mic a little better. So I'm pretty sure when I'm facing away, you guys can't hear me as well. I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing. And so I should keep it right here if possible. Ooh wee. All right. So this one fucking cracked me up. Wow, we have a great team. Let's give them more responsibility for the same pay. Why do we have such high turnover? Who the fuck would put a stick in their own spokes? Dumb motherfucker. I remember my shoe got caught in the spokes one time because I used to like how let me see. Let me change it up. There we go. I used to like how it felt like that vibration feeling like against my shoe. And so if I was cruising, I just kind of do that. And I was doing that one time, and then my foot straight gets caught in the spokes, and then my bike just goes boop, and it lifts up from the back. And I got my shoe uncaught, and I did like a spin move and like landed on my feet, but my bike spun off. I was like, oh shit. It was pretty cool actually in retrospect. All right. Let me know if you see where this one's going here. All right. Let's watch these honeys do their thing. Let me rewind it. All right. Can I full screen it? Hell yeah. Yeah. I love her reaction. She had good reflexes. Good reaction time there. What the fuck happened with those guys? What happened that they freaking lost control like that? Are they too heavy? Is that two dudes on there? What the hell? Looks like a big person. That looks like a big person riding on the back of that. Maybe he had trouble turning. Oh, yes. My favorite kind of Jeebus. Monkey Jeebus. How you doing, Monkey Jeebus? I like him thicker than that. I like him thicker than that. Yeah, it ain't about that right now, though. That's not what we're looking at. Yeah, they're pretty skinny. But it's not a thirst trap of a post. it's this fucking crazy shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with those guys? And how come one of them disappears? Because watch. We see him. Oh, okay. No, they're not. There's no big people here. He's just like, boom. Camera goes wild. So we see her, the person on the back line. Oh, no, I see him. I see two pairs of legs there. All right. But yo, look at this. They went, ah. Oh, shit. I've been in a jet ski accident that way. Really? How did that happen? Were you? I don't see you doing that. Were you riding on the back and some idiot like took you to what happened? Or were you on the other jet ski? Jet ski Dukes of Hazzard. You didn't fly so good. You're always thirsty when you're in the desert, Kai. That's true. True story. True story. It is hot in the desert. I'm gonna take another bite of this taco. Let me entertain y'all with a little something here. Mm-hmm. I fucking love that clip. That dude, I don't understand why he like doubled back. I didn't see anyone catch his attention. He was just running off. He says, "You know what? Fuck those guys," and he doubles back. I just got suspended from Twitter for trolling lonely banter just now. Fucking pussy. Who's lonely banter? Hey, Pop Cotton. By the way, I don't even know who lonely banter is. Oh, I forgot a thing. I forgot a thing, y'all. Where is it? All right, here it is. So if you scroll down here in the description of the video, if you scroll down here in the description of the video, there's a link. In fact, I'm going to put that link here in the chat, and I'm going to pin it for a while. But Cortney, our beloved Cortney, has some expenses. Well, she has a terminal illness that she treats with chemo on the weekly, but she has some medical expenses that insurance isn't covering. So anyone out there that can throw her a few shekels, please do. It's she's got about 16% right now, but if you can help, I know not everyone here can. If you can help though, drop some love over there on that link and help Cortney with her medical expenses. For every good thing. What happened? What do you mean for every good thing? What'd I do? The spineless cocksucker right here. Oh. Of course, Cortney. Spineless cocksucker. Oh. Oh, man. This guy looks like a fucking tool. He looks like a bitch. Hold on. Let's look at him together. This guy looks spineless. Oh, come here, spineless little fuck. All right. Look at this guy. Okay, let's just break down his fucking profile here. Look at this like ripped off logo. All blue. I mean, I'm pretty sure he bleeds blue. Let's be real. The lonely banter. This is a because it's rough. What? The lonely banter. 16,000. He looks disappointed. And I bet you that's the way his mom looks at him when he talks to her about literally anything. Just, I don't know where I went wrong with you, Darnelius. So Darnelius here, the lonely banter, and then this logo looks like a political, like he's running for office somewhere. The 5 stars, giving himself 5 stars so you know it's good quality shit. All right. What the fuck? What are the... Tear on the Prairie review. All right. So he reported you. Little thin-skinned guy reported you. I ain't never even heard of him, man. But here's a not fun thing I found on the Instagrams. Disturbing weed killer ingredient tied to cancer found in 80% of U.S. urine samples. Yay! Okay, what's this? Hold on, let me see what this even is. I don't remember this one. Oh, that's bullshit. That's lame. Oh yeah, watch this shit. This motherfucker brake checks him. Yep. That sucks. Okay. I don't know how they got this compilation done, but check this shit out. This bitch is just driving around town on fire. This truck drove around this town on fire. Let's go down the freeway. Does anyone know anything about this shit? Because this is some random shit. I love this one. This is some nerd shit, but when it's first light of the 5th day at dawn, and you look at the east and see Gandalf. Oh my god. Fuck, that's what I miss about wrestling. That's one of the things I miss about wrestling, when some crazy shit goes down and the announcers just lose it. They're like throwing themselves on each other. Oh my god. Oh yeah, anyone with back problems might relate to this one. Okay, hold on, let me scroll back up. Courtney, I'm not on Twitter anymore. Yo, Papa, make a second account so you can keep in touch with people and then troll people on one of the 2 accounts and not on the other one. Yeah, he just explained the whole thing. Not you. My title page and everything up to the dedication is missing. What? What? That's lame, dude. That's fucked up. Where are you? Freaking knew it. For every good thing. Okay. So that's what the email was about. It was to tell you that like everything up to your dedication is missing. Ah, that sucks. Man, one man show, that's such a pain in the ass. I'm sorry, man. On the bright side, hopefully it's just updating your manuscript and uploading it, and then that's what goes on sale now. But yeah, good. At least you caught it early. There are some things in my book that I didn't catch till way later. You helped me revise it. How will I talk to you? This is not okay. I know, Papa Cotton, you need to figure something out, dog. Seems like Atlanta. Howdy, Poe. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Discord. Okay, yeah, there's Discord. Well, but then people got to be connected with you on Discord. Lohan, as she has gotten grosser, I find I like her more. She's probably gotten a little more grounded. I've realized that sometimes I'm like, I don't like this person. And then later they're like, life's hit them pretty hard and they're like pretty chill. This person's pretty cool. They've grown up. Fixing it now. Nice. Get it, boy. No link to come in and say howdy. No link. Oh, to join the stream? I try to generally do that on Fridays if I do it, but we're still in the early part of the show. Fuck it. Yeah, you want to come say hi? You don't stay long. You just come by, you dip in, you dip out. All right, give me a second. And it'll help because then I can eat my tacos while you talk. All right, hold on. Let me get. Where you at, Poe? Poe. Bloop. All right, there you go, doggy. There you go. You got the link. You can come hang out. I just rejoined Discord again. Let me find my new name. New name. What? You left Discord? What do you mean rejoin Discord again? You made a new Discord? Did you lose your password? What? Come on, Courtney. What are you doing? I almost forgot. Sorry, I have to, Kai. What are you talking about? Bees! Bees! I wish I had the bees clip from Oprah. Oop. Laszlo Panaflex. Good to see you. How you doing, Laszlo? What's going on, man? You have a good night over there. Oh yeah, if it's just Poe's coming. I don't have to turn off the name thingy. All right. I want a little more of this taco. Not cookies this time. I'll get cookies later. Cookies come later. But there we go. I'll use this one. Let me It's weird that the bees don't show up in the chat here. It just skips it completely. Hey, what's this? What's this?
Once again, I see pride. Junior, I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody. That's right. Right, Junior Bevel.
Hey, Poe.
Howdy.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good, Bubba. How you doing?
Pretty good. Let me change that. There we go. That's for when there's people here.
Ah.
How you been, man? I've actually got a connection this time, unlike last time.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's way better.
Huh?
I have to use a flashlight. I'm in my car.
Yeah, that's right. You're in your car again. And you had a better connection than me last time in your fucking car. Mine was trash.
It's okay.
But I finally got it figured out, though. And then I moved. So now I'm here.
Okay.
What's new with you, man? Are you still out in the middle of nowhere?
Middle of nowhere right now, but I'll be back at the second house in Atlanta in about a week. So,
Hold on, I'm gonna raise the volume on you. All right, come again.
I'm still in the middle of nowhere, but I'll be back in my second house in Atlanta in about a week.
Oh, okay. Do you split your time? Sorry, what?
My ex is going to Puerto Rico for a vacation, so I have to watch the house and the dogs.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if you like split your time between the different locations.
I do normally, yeah.
Oh, all right. So what's new with you, man? What you been up to the last couple months?
Just working, man. Just working, take care of family, and gaining some weight and trying to put off some weight at the same time.
What was that last bit?
Gaining some weight and trying to put off some weight at the same time.
Ah. I'm surprised I have not gained more weight since I moved to Vegas because I've been eating like shit. Mostly.
How long since you've been there?
I've been here a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I moved out here at the end of May.
Okay.
That was what my month and a half long hiatus was about.
You like it so far?
So far, yeah. So far, it's pretty chill. It's a lot like California in like the way the neighborhoods are and kind of the way things are in general. There's some different differences. There's a lot of great eateries out here. There's a lot of good places to eat, which I like. And I got a girlfriend, so that's a big plus.
Fuck yeah. Got somebody to spend some good quality time with to get to know you. Mm-hmm. You get to know them.
Yeah, I was not expecting that part when I moved out here, but it worked out nicely. And so that's the best part about Vegas right there is her.
To me, that's unexplainable. That's always a touching thing. Getting to know somebody that you actually care about. That's always a touching thing.
It's a what thing?
That's a touching thing. That's a new experience in anybody's life.
Oh yeah. It's been a long time since I've been in a relationship that where I'm really invested a lot, emotionally and I yeah, it's weird. It's like I went from years of just being single and out and just thinking I wonder if I'll meet anyone ever that'll spark my interest again, and like for reals, because I was tired of dating just to date, like just getting out there, like I put myself out there and date someone. Like I started doing that.
Well,
And
at
so,
least you were dating. I was just out here being a whore. So,
well, like that's
but,
just not really something that's appealed to me personally over the years. Is like
yeah.
the like I don't like one night stands. I don't like short term stuff. Like I like comfort, and so that means like kind of being with someone for a little bit, being able to joke with them, and you know,
And
somebody you can
everybody
hang out with.
always like what they like. I think I'm a little bit older than you. I'm about to turn 36 at the end of this month.
I know you're a little younger than me. I turned 36 in the beginning of May.
What?
Yep.
Oh, so
That's
I need
right,
some
boy.
growing up to do.
I'm your senior, dog.
That's what's up, Bubba. Much respect. Hey, man, I just wanted to come in and say howdy. I hope everybody's doing well. Your chat is such great people, and you are such great people too. So you
Thanks,
know I'm
man.
in and out.
You know what?
You know I'm in and out of chats.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. You're like a shooting star.
All right, Bubba.
All right, bro. It's been fun. I'll catch you later. Take care, man. Where's the Jesus clip? Oh no, he's gone already. I wanted to play the Jesus clip to take him out, but I didn't find it fast enough. I'm gonna play it anyway.
I'm removing you from your position.
Where are we at? Just getting my beer on. Oh, let me change up. Let me change this back to what the show in the chat here. Getting your beer on, baby. Nice. Now is not the time for cookies. That comes later. This big sexy man. I know, right? Poe sauntering in here, flaunting his good looks in everyone's face. Sexy man, eating like a sexy man. What? That's not a song. Uploading revised manuscript. Guess that first edition is going to be a rare beast. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Kai? How you doing, Orville? Orville Nation. PJ, man. PJ. What's up, B? What's going on? What's with the... Wait, like, let's talk Orville. You want to... Well, I guess Orville premieres on Wednesday. You already talk about it like on Thursday, I bet. Yo, Orville, yo, PJ. We could do a Thursday show where we just talk about the Orville if you're down. But that would mean I have to watch it on Wednesday. No, not I can't watch it on Thursday. I'm watching it with my girlfriend. We could do a Friday show. But Fridays are busy. Son of a bitch. I just want to talk about the Orville, PJ. I want to talk about the Orville, bro. Hit me up sometime so I could join you. Guys, probably not getting too much because he's most likely a type 2 biotype imprint. I don't know what that means. Type 2 biotype imprint. I tend to my body processes sugar well. I know that for sure. You don't need to apologize for nothing, but Poe. Thanks for bringing them good looks onto my show, my friend. Appreciate it. You need to get monetized, bro. Oh, I'm down. Well, I mean, I do have this Ko-fi going on here. PJ, if you wanna support. I don't necessarily need monetization. All I really need is the support from people. I'm gonna start doing short stories on the monthly, and honestly, if I could just do that, if I could just write and hang out with you guys here on YouTube, that'd be fun. If I could just write full time, that'd be fucking awesome. So yeah, I've got my Ko-fi going. Who needs monetization? But hey, if you want to drive people my way, I'm not gonna stop you. DM me. Sounds good. Hell yeah, I'm liking it. I still need to watch those last 2 episodes of last season. I still haven't seen those. I mean, I have seen those, but I haven't rewatched them to like refresh myself on what's going on in the show. But I showed the Orville to my girlfriend's child, and they liked it. It's a teenager too. Them teenagers, but they liked it. It was awesome. And then they introduced me to Our Flag Means Death, and I liked it. It was a mutual exchange of great content, great shows. Oh, you got a great show, I got a great show. Let's watch each other's great shows and see how it goes. So, yeah. I need some Orvo clips though, so I don't have no Orvo clips. And they have some great moments. The Orvo's got some great moments. But yeah, okay. Let me grub on this next taco here. In fact, I'm gonna try to put together another taco while I munch on this one. And oh yeah, I never checked I forgot to open up the Kofi on the side. But then again, I have like I have alerts or whatever. So if someone donates, I'll know. I don't need to open it. Dumbass. All right. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer.
And of course, everyone, just a reminder in case anyone doesn't know, we don't tolerate no cancer around these parts.
Where is that pussy cancer anyway? Well, we couldn't find cancer, but we found a man with cancer. Take that, cancer! And that!
I did it, by the way. I succeeded. The Chewbacca. The Chewbacabra. Oh, that's your Discord. Gotcha. Yo, I've got a link down in the description to my Discord if any of y'all want to go there to meet up. Tennis ball. All right. Do I have anything else on the Instagrams I wanted to drop? Yes. This one. Oh my god. This one's so good.
2 times a week increases your life expectancy of 20%. Masturbating 2 times a week increases your life expectancy of 20%. Masturbating.
Take that, cancer. As someone whose best friend is a 2-time cancer survivor, if that was cancer in human form, I would beat the crap out of them too. How you doing, Justin? Let's get rid of cancer once and for all. All right. I need to pull up these articles. I need to pull these bitches up. What's this one?
If you have an iPhone, I want to show you something in there. Take your iPhone out and go into settings. From settings, scroll down just.
Okay, I don't remember what that is. I'll have to check it later. What is that? All right, give me a second. It was like Sega Games. Let me see. Great White. I might watch that one just for the fuck of it. Sega Genesis games. There it goes. Let me see. Genesis, DARPA, NASA. The best is a Connect. Dollar. Scientists extend and straighten iconic climate hockey stick. New fundamental physics. Where is it? Where is that Nintendo story? Nintendo. Son of a bitch. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. That's not right. Sorry. I got to look this up. I'm not finding this article. Let me give you guys something in the meantime. Be right back. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. Son of a bitch. Where's this Nintendo story? Nintendo. I don't even remember what it was. I mean, I do remember more or less what it was. How far back is it? Hold on. I must have passed this shit up. What am I missing in the chat here? If that's the cast, I'm going to live for 10,000 years. Good vibes. By the way, that 2-time cancer survivor is getting married to the love of his life next spring. Dude, that's fucking badass. Justin, do you want to hop on the stream for a minute? Here, let me send you an invite. What are you up to right now, buddy? That's the wrong button. I need to hit the... There we go. Justin Proper. There you is. Boop. Oh, there's the hello after all the other shit. Cookie. Did you say cookie? Hold on. Cookie. Oh, yeah, it's up here now.
Cookies? Yes, me accept. Me click yes, cookies. Where cookies? Cookies, cookies. No cookies. What is real? Me trust nothing.
Okay, there's the Sega Genesis games, right? I got that. Research. Ah, there it is. There it is. All right, so it's your console. This is still hard to find. Nope. All right, let me look this up. This is from a hack a day. Okay. Cartridge. Nintendo. All right. So we're used to Nintendo, let's say, being douchebags about legal stuff. But that might be changing soon. Let's read into it, shall we? Okay. All right. This motherfucker right here. Hold on. Where is it? And a Justin Proper enters the stream. How's it going, man? How you doing, Justin? You're AFK. You're going pee. Thanks for muting yourself. I do appreciate that. I'm centered. All right. Well, I'm going to start talking about Nintendo. And when Justin gets here, there he is.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
All right. All right. That's awesome.
And consoles into PCs to avoid the Windows 11 spyware. Do we have to turn our consoles into PCs to avoid the Windows 11 spyware?
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Windows 11 spyware, but I mean, it's fucking Windows. I don't like Windows 11. I've used Windows 11. I don't like Windows 11. I have relatives that are like, they're like, hey, can you help me on my computer do a thing? I said, yeah, sure. And then I go, I'm like, ugh, fuck. On Windows 11. Japan's gonna Japan, bro. How's it going, Justin? How was your weekend, man?
My weekend was filled of so much work and just a nightmare.
Really? What did you not do your work during the week like a normal person?
No. I work
okay.
I work a job that requires you to be on the weekends, and it's very difficult pulling your weight for a lot of people that it should be a team effort for. Let's just put it that way.
It's a group project, like in school, so one person gets to do all the work for everyone, right?
Oh yeah.
It's that kind of a thing.
Needless to say, I won't be around there very often as much anymore. Yeah, let's just put it that way.
Are you planning on resigning?
Jumping ship is the
Oh, that's a better phrasing for
I'm
it.
I'm gonna jump off a sinking ship. That's
nice.
You know.
I'm gonna jump off a sinking ship.
I mean, we're all gonna go down. You know, if I'm going to go down, I may as well jump off and try to get away. No, I'm kidding. Man. I'm kidding. It's not a scandal or anything. But
empty out the coffers. Empty out the coffers. Build yourself a nice life in Bermuda.
No. It's just one of those things where like it's gonna fail, and I'd rather not be a part of that failure, I guess.
All right. No, that's good. That's a good choice, man. October 2025, Microsoft will end all support for anything but Windows 11 and force all PCs with Windows to update. Well, we've got some time then. We've got approximately, October 2025? It's July. August, September, it's 3 months. So 3 years and 3 months. We've got 3 years and 3 months to upgrade to what's it called? Linux. There you go. That's your solution. Unless they fix the problems with Windows 11, then go to Linux. I was always a Nintendo kid growing up. So it was really cool when emulators came out and I got to experience the huge Sega library of games all the cool kids were playing. Yeah, dude, I had a Sega Genesis. That shit was dope.
Did my lady friend scare me away? It depends which lady friend, and yes and no. I left my statement as vague as possible for a good reason.
Awesome one. Can you? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
Oh no, I pretty much was done. So, but yeah,
you should take your lady friend with you to the next job. Like,
which
hey,
one?
This other place, whatever the next job is.
Because there is a lady friend and there's a
lady coworker, the hot one.
Which one?
The one you're talking to, or whatever. The one from the other day that, like, you're the one cock blocker. You know?
Oh, I don't want the cock block. I want
not
them
that
to
one.
stay.
The one you were trying to talk to.
Oh, they're not technically a. I'm gonna shut up because I could. Yeah.
You cried last week over a lady.
No, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know. Who knows? They might see this one day. I gotta shut the fuck up before I dig myself into a hole. And then they see this and they're like, "Oh, wait. Oh, is that what you're talking about?" By the way,
we're not gonna see this.
Maybe the only reason they would see this is because
is because you told them to, and then you told them to go watch.
I would tell them to, and the only reason I would tell them is because we're husband and wife for like 20 years. And I'm like, hey, 20 years ago I said this. So I don't know. That's the only reason. But other than that, I don't know where this is gonna go. So, but I hope it goes well. I'm just gonna shut up from here. There's a lot of weird things that happen in my life, and if I explain more in detail, it's just gonna get more confusing.
All right. Well, I'm pretty much done with my tacos, thankfully. But morning,
Kai immediately regrets having me on.
No, I was curious. I wanted to see what we could get out of you, but you're tight-lipped. You're not giving us nothing.
I can't. You have to understand. I can't.
I understand. You're not stupid enough to use your full name here, right?
You can find it, but if anybody, posts it, fuck you, and you're gonna be banned. Hopefully.
This is the person that Justin's like.
No. It's just no I really prefer my my YouTube life and my private, my personal life to be completely separate, and anybody who wants to violate that honestly deserves cancer. And this is coming from someone who has one of my best friends is a 2-time cancer survivor, and I'll ask him what he thinks of it. But I guarantee, knowing him full well, he would be like, well, based on what I went through, yeah.
Where is that pussy cancer anyway? Well, we couldn't find cancer, but we found a man with cancer. Take that, cancer! And that...
Oh, that was the context of it. Oh, that's so bad.
Did you walk in partway through that clip?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I feel so bad.
You thought he was punching out the personification of cancer.
Well, well, maybe that was the what the writers had intended. Bullshit like that. Like, what did the author mean? imagine 100 years from now. People are studying South Park. It's like, what did the author intend? Like, wouldn't that be an amazing South Park episode of just they show an episode of The Simpsons, like, what did the author intend? But it was like 100 years from now. What did these creators intend? We could find interviews, I guess, but I don't know. I expected you to kind of go along with it, but
no, you're right, because like books have been a medium for a long time now. But so we study them, we study old stories and all that stuff. But with TV and movies, that's new. We're just now starting to study them in terms of like for creators, for new writers and young, for up and comers to study what people have done before. But like down the line, there might be entire classes for media in different centuries, and they might watch shows and movies and be like, and discuss, the circumstances of the world. What did the creators intend? Yada, yada, yada.
However, they will, unlike Hemingway, who doesn't exactly, sit down for interviews anymore, even though he did for, and you can hear it in his own voice. But, for Seth MacFarlane, he's an open book for the most part when it comes to the shows that he has created. You can research that. And so there is no point, almost to even have, these English classes with what did the author intend? For Harper Lee, she was a closed book.
That won't be the question.
She didn't talk very much.
Well, that won't be the question, but that doesn't mean that there won't be, analysis done on these things in the future.
Yeah, but when you have the actual answers, at least for the first part of this next 100 years after Seth MacFarlane has passed away, and we'll be, Lord knows, we'll be dead by then too. When people are studying, the history of film and how Seth MacFarlane, did this and that and the other, and how Star Trek was saved by the Orville or something like that. Or how Star Trek could have been saved by the Orville. Or I don't know. I don't know how future generations are going to see, like they can theoretically watch us 100 years from now. And what the fuck are they going to think? They might think of me as a crackhead. I don't know. I don't know what they are. By the way, I'm not on crack. Hey.
Have a good night, Papa Cotton. Take care, man.
I would prefer to be on full screen, if that's okay.
You prefer to be on full screen? Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, widescreen. Not full screen, widescreen.
I was like this because of Poe, and then you didn't have your camera on, so I didn't think it mattered. But you know what? Like this, you get a lot more of your face on there.
I don't like that. No.
You don't like your face?
No.
You don't like your face. If you don't like your face, who the fuck is gonna like your face?
No, I don't like it scrunched up.
Scrunched up? It's not. It doesn't change the aspect ratio.
No.
It doesn't change the aspect ratio. Digital media will not exist 100 years from now, as memory integrity corrupts and only lasts less than 100 years. My 10-year-old hard drive is already 20% memory corruption. Well, that doesn't mean that...
Are they just going to delete anything that's insignificant from the entire internet?
That's a possibility. They could do a big scrub. The powers that be might want to scrub things that they don't want around, and then blame memory degradation. But essentially, you could just play hot potato with something and then send it off to the next hard drive and send it off to the next hard drive and send it off to the next hard drive, and then do the effect memory corruption. It'll work itself out.
It reminded me of the Wiggles a little
The
bit.
Wiggles?
Hot potato, hot potato. No.
I don't watch the Wiggles,
Wrong
bro. I never did.
generation, I guess.
Never did. No, my mom tried to take me to a Wiggles thing. I was too old for it. I was like 12. She sat us up front. We were like, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? This is for little kids.
What year was this?
I was 12, so 86, 87, 88, 98. Was it 1998? Around there?
As a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, I would have been ecstatic to be at a Wiggles concert, with the original Wiggles. I
don't know if it was the Wiggles. It was some band like them. Let me see, the Wiggles. Maybe it was the Wiggles. It looks like them. These look like the fuckers that were on stage. I don't know. Whatever. It was some stupid band like that. It was something like that. It was like a Wiggles type of thing. I don't know if it was the Wiggles, but it was at a mall, and then we went up to a store, and they had a big signing event, and everyone came through and got to sign. It might have been the Wiggles. It might have been the Wiggles, because then everyone went through and signed stuff, and my mom she was being all, because we weren't not being cooperative. It was us and our neighbors, and our moms took us to go watch it, and none of us were having it, and so my mom got all like, well, I'm gonna go stand in line and thank them for and like we're like, fine, do whatever you want, Mom. We're gonna be over here. And so she went and stood in line and and talked to them a little bit and shit.
Are you do you have any autographs that you want to part ways with?
If my mom still has it somewhere. If my mom still has it somewhere, it's somewhere, but
I'll take it.
That shit was lame. That concert was lame. It was lame. Fuck the Wiggles.
It was lame to you. It was lame to you.
I was 12. I knew what was lame at that point. I got old enough. I was like, oh, I realize now this is lame and possibly just for little kids.
Wrong age, wrong time.
Yeah. My mom tried.
Maybe she was the real fan. Maybe she had like a thing for one of the Wiggles. I don't know.
It was not the Aquabats. I know the difference between the Wiggles and
the Aquabats. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Aquabats. Fuck off, man. A ray of hope. Maybe it was the Aquabats. What the fuck? One all these moments will be lost like tears in the rain. Time to die. Wet Justin's love Wiggles. Wet.
That was oddly phrased, but yes, I love Greg, Anthony, Jeff, and Murray. Yeah.
The Wiggles.
Yeah. Grew up with them.
How does that song go? Justin Proper likes Wiggles from Australia. Cause they jiggles.
No, come on. Like the fruits. Have you ever heard the fruit salad song?
No. Is Red Ranger photo, Justin? What Red Ranger photo?
Did Runner show you as no, he didn't.
Jeff had big sexual energy. Jeff who? Oh, from the Wiggles? Was he a Wiggles? Justin? Was Jeff a Wiggles?
Yeah. He was the purple one.
The purple Wiggle.
And they had a whole song called "Wake Up Jeff" because he would always sleep. And the reason why that Yeah, he would always sleep, and they said like, "Wake up, Jeff." And this is kind of funny because when I was a kid, my dad slept like Jeff did, and that's why that kind of resonated with me. Jeff is my favorite Wiggle, and when my dad slept, he slept like Jeff would, like like kind of like that. It would be. And when me and my siblings, were young, we all liked the Wiggles. And so we would say, "Wake up, Dad." And sometimes we would say, just yell, "Wake up, Jeff." And then he would be like, "My name's Jeff." And then that's what would wake him up or something like that.
That does not make sense. Why would a Wookiee, an 8-foot-tall Wookiee, want to live on Endor with a bunch of 2-foot-tall Ewoks? That does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but it's the truth.
It's like that's what would wake him up. He's not waking up. Let's call him by the wrong name.
Well, yeah, because he would go into dad mode. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But it was whatever.
Wiggles were.
I'll just turn off my camera again and just sulk in shame of this awkward moment.
All right, so awesome one says, "Yeah, Runner."
As I open up a huge thing of my childhood, and then none of it.
I didn't know the
makes
Wiggles
sense
would lead
at
to that.
all.
So awesome one says, "Runner met the Red Ranger," and we all know how much Justin loves Power Ranger specials. So did Runner have an erection?
Specials? And by the way, awesome one, you can watch the Fandom Collective where Rookie and I are gonna react to 5 ridiculous fan films that that we found just miraculously in about a month or so is when it's going to be released. There were these young kids who are filming Power Rangers videos, and we're going to react to that. So it's so funny that you mentioned that.
So did Runner have an erection in the picture with the Red Ranger? What's the deal with the picture? Were they
That's
hugging?
the focus of the whole story.
Was the Red
Don't
Ranger
you know?
like breathing down Runner's neck, like massaging his shoulders like Joe Biden? Was he
Dude.
massaging Runner's shoulders like Joe Biden and sniffing his hair?
I told you in the written agreement to not give away spoilers.
I was there for your Christmas one. I remember. What Christmas one? Did you do a Christmas thing, Justin?
Oh yeah, the Alpha's magical Christmas. Oh my god.
Oh,
it was horrible. It was horrible. And Rookie and I were like, "Oh no." And so if you like that awesome one, you are going to love the Fandom Collectives. It's going to be on that channel where Rookie and I are just going like, and aggravating over, these poor kids, their attempt at filmmaking. And, we'll see how it goes from there. And, what we realized afterwards is that, we thought there were only 5 episodes. And then we found out that they had a back catalog of it, and we're like, "Oh shit!" So if you guys like these 5, we will go to the back catalog and we will react to all of them. So we'll leave it at that.
Nice. Don't make me red. There we go.
I'm sorry if I bored you there, or if I kind of went on a tangent.
I walked away to grab cookies.
What kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip.
Hey.
Like these ones here. Look.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Cookies.
All right. Well, speaking of cookies, it's a little past my bedtime.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, That was a really childish way of saying I have to get the fuck to sleep. But yeah, thanks for having me on. It was a very nice surprise, and yeah, I hope everything is going well with you and Jenny. Like, she's doing okay.
Yeah, she's doing great. Everything's going awesome. I saw her earlier, just before the show. I saw her yesterday. I saw her earlier today. I'm gonna see her tomorrow. Yeah, the future is bright because Jenny's in it.
I would hope so, considering you live together. Maybe.
No, we got our own places. I moved out here. I wasn't expecting to get into a relationship, and so we didn't like move in together out the gate. You know, that's not as doesn't make sense.
Yeah. She's a very nice person.
Mm-hmm. I also want to apologize for missing your streams, Justin.
What? Oh, no, you're fine. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your streams. Awesome one. You know what? It's fine.
He says that, but backstage he says mean things.
No, it's just
he says he has a list. He says, "You know who I didn't fucking see today?" He has a whole Excel sheet with people's screen names and whether or not they showed up to his show.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm. He determines who he gives more attention to during the show. He's like, "Oh, yeah, this person's here every week." Oh no, Runner wasn't here last week. Hey, Runner, and then you just move along. You don't highlight any more of his chats. It's what he does. It's what he does, y'all. He plays favorites.
Define favorites.
All right.
No. I mean, everyone who shows up, I'm glad to have them on. It's great. It's awesome. Because we're all on YouTube, and it's fun to be on YouTube. Because we get paid to say our opinions. And it's fun. It's a creative outlet.
See, I don't get paid to say my opinions. I just do it.
Oh. Well, you know what? But if I wasn't getting paid, I would probably still do it anyways, the same way that I would back a few years ago. Like I would just like use it as a creative outlet. But at that point, it was, trying to get monetized and like getting to that point. At the same time, there was a sort of sense of urgency, but I was also like 22. That's a long time ago. So I had a different sense of urgency back then. So it was kind of different, but at the same time, now that I mellowed out, like I just realized that it just barely even matters. The dollar signs really don't, because like I don't really make anything, so it doesn't matter. Does that make any sense?
No, I didn't follow any of that. What do you mean? Do you not like money?
Look, I only do. Come on, man. Like I only do one show a week.
I was listening.
I'm only doing one show a week, and I'm using it as just a way to.
I hear you. Are you going to be doing one-off videos anymore? Are you going to be doing any more of those?
I don't know. I can't promise anything.
All right, man. Up to you. But thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for stopping by.
I might have a couple of them.
I needed a little bit of a buffer there to like get the article, find the article that I was looking for, and so thank you for giving me that there. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
All right. Catch you later, bro.
You win. Perfect.
So, That was Justin Proper. Catch Justin on his channel here on YouTube, Justin Proper. I'm there on Thursdays for his show This Week in Bullshit. Every Thursday. So, your console, your cartridge, you choose. Nintendo faces a challenge. Like I was saying earlier about Nintendo, going after people with a ban hammer whenever they mess with their games or consoles. They only want Nintendo games on Nintendo consoles. Let's check this out. If you read our articles, you'll notice this is a quick little lesson in you'll notice that we usually feature images related to the subjects we talk about. If they came from another source and they're not CC licensed or similar, then they are property of someone else. But we are using them under a doctrine known as fair use, which of course we have to deal with here on YouTube all the time. Excerpts from copyrighted materials may be used under fair use for purposes of things as journalistic reporting. So, for example, we can use a copyright picture of Captain America were we to write about Marvel superheroes. Some content owners still try to stop this, and it's one of them that Linus Tech Tips has in their sights as they published a guide to running Nintendo Switch games on a Steam Deck. Without, they believe, giving any justifiable cause for the notorious litigious game giant to take action. It's full of carefully blurred Nintendo IP, and there is no coverage of pirate software downloads. On one hand, it's about a heavy-handed console developer taking down a small online content producers. But there's another angle which is far more relevant to the hardware community who read Hackaday. It also has applications in the field of software emulation, because while the console manufacturer would prefer to stop all but their own unmodified hardware running a game, there should be nothing to stop a legally owned piece of software or hardware being run in any way its owner chooses. This is the central thesis explored at the end of the video, and the gimmick of trying to draw Nintendo into the open on the matter is their way of bringing publicity to it. Even though Linus Tech Tips is probably one of the most viewed technology YouTube channels, it's clear that Nintendo will have the deeper pockets should they choose to rise to the bait. So, we're sure their lawyers are all over this as we write, but we'd be interested to see whether the claims made in the video are enough to see it stay up. It would be nice to think that it might cause Nintendo to reconsider some of their policies, but we're not holding our breath. So, that's pretty cool. I like that people are taking it to that, because Nintendo is a little too heavy-handed there when it comes to this sort of thing. They are way heavy-handed, and they're really stifling their fans, and they're pretty much just attacking their fan base, people who love their games so much that they want to play them everywhere, any way they can. Laughs in SNES 9X emulator. Enough to buy gum. What's this? Hope to catch some more. Cancel Jeremy Justin. When I was a kid, I used to play Sega. Now I play Sega emulator. Nintendo probably Yakuza. Well, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure the Yakuza wouldn't mess with Nintendo if the Yakuza was like, "Oh, we are making Nintendo emulator, but don't let Nintendo find out." But oh wait, let me hold on. Let me switch back to chat mode. So yeah, that's the Nintendo story. What else we got? So let's go with Nintendo, then Sega Genesis, Final Fantasy. Let's go with another Nintendo one. Let me see. Yeah, let's do some Nintendo stuff here. Nintendo. All right. You know what I will say about this guy? I don't like his face. His face, it sucks. I don't like it. It looks like smug and punchable. Maybe it's the face he's making. Maybe it's his face all the time. I'm not sure. It's a very punchable face. Girls who video games are trouble unless they want to play Sonic and Knuckles. Why are they trouble? Or trouble? That doesn't make sense. When's this from? 2020, 12/15/2020. This is an old article. It's not that old. What? Nah, I don't need that. It's too long of an article just to be like, I'm not reading that one. All right. Here's one. A perfect Metascore. We play the Switch game, quote unquote, better than Zelda Breath of the Wild. Why the fuck? Why is it being fucking stupid? Whatever. So this is going to take a little bit of explaining. There is a game called The House of... you know what? Give me 2 seconds. This looks weird when I'm reading articles and it's all like that, you know? That's better. There is a game called The House of Fata Morgana that first came out in Japan in 2012. It eventually trickled its way onto more platforms, including iOS, PS4, and 3DS. But it wasn't until 2016 that Western audiences were able to play it. And then, just last month, it finally came to the Nintendo Switch, where it was received extremely well. So well, in fact, that it's the first game to ever score a perfect 100 on Metacritic. And that's precisely why I'm here. A perfect score. Dearest Mel, what took you so long? Wherever have you been? A perfect score. That's a nice UI, though. I like that. I spent a lot of time in the first chapter hoping that Nelly would die. For the past month and a half, every now and again, I'd noticed that people were prodding us about a House in Fata Morgana review. We don't review every game because there's not that many of us, and we have to sleep sometimes. But the combined pitch of people really like this game and roll up, come see the game that's higher rated than Breath of the Wild naturally piqued my interest. I pitched a review to the editors and they said yes, and a code was acquired. After playing for a few hours, and realizing that this game would probably require a bit more explaining than a simple 1,000-word review, I asked the editors if I could also write a diary of sorts to get all my feelings across. Again, they said yes, for some reason. I think they trust me too much. It was then, and only then, that I looked up how long the game was. 30 to 50 hours, the estimates read. Do you people think that I'm made of time? I am not made of time. However, the House in Fata Morgana is. What a good segue. Anyone who's reading this probably already knows about the House in Fata Morgana. News to me. Because the fan base for this game really, really loves the House in Fata Morgana. And you're probably extremely excited to see someone writing about it. Nevertheless, it is my journalistic duty to tell you about it. 3 gasps, 1 swear. Bestia. The House of Fata Morgana is a game that I knew nothing about prior to, so I'm guessing this is going to be longer than 1,000 words. Knew nothing about prior to booting it up. Perhaps that is the best way to play it. My cursory research, because I don't want spoilers, told me that it was a visual novel set in a spooky cursed mansion. The key art told me that it starred a pale lady with black hair, a pale lady with white hair, and a hand of some kind. A quick spoiler-free scroll down the gigantic Wikipedia page told me that Whoever made the Wikipedia page had too much time on their hands. So I entered it was probably assembled by a number of people. So I entered the world of the House of Morgana, the house in Fata Morgana, expecting, I don't know, really romance, spooky stories, pale women, hands. I've been playing for somewhere between 5 and 10 hours so far. I'm still not really sure what the game is about, or to be honest, what makes it a 10 out of 10 game. You're between 5 and 10 hours into a 50-hour game. You're 5 to 10 hours is not that long for any game. If you play 5 to 10 hours of a game and you're halfway done, fuck that game. But I'm not disappointed, not even slightly. I don't think I've been this intrigued, excited, and utterly confused in a long time. So far, I've had at least 3 moments that made me gasp out loud, and at least one that made me loudly swear. For those in the know, the gasp was wig related. The other 3 moments involved blood, a curse, and a painting. For those not in the know, doesn't that sound exciting? Living up to the legend, Mel could no longer avert his gaze from the girl's visage. He had, for the time being, forgotten the shame he felt for peeping. Okay? I really don't. Yeah, the art is really nice. It says the art is lovely and there's a lot of it. It is really nice art. Like, look at that shit. This one's really pretty. It's like, it feels like a watercolor. It's very moody. I really don't want to oversell this game because part of the joy I'm getting from it right now is from the fact that I have no idea where this is going. There's an element of time travel, which means the plot keeps changing, and my main character is an amnesiac. So I have no idea who I am, where I am from, or what's happening, even in the game. I am almost sure that there will be some incredible twists because there have already been at least 4 twists in the 2 different stories that I've been playing. But I'm hoping that the twist will be a mechanical one, not just a narrative one. Here's one thing, though. I've been playing this for hours, and I have made one choice. It was right at the beginning, and I was asked to decide whether or not to say good morning to the maid. I did say good morning, for the record, but I don't think it made much of a difference. The rest of the game so far has been on autoplay, like a book that's reading itself, plus nice pictures. I want the house in Fata Morgana to live up to the feeling I currently have, that the game will miraculously turn out to be so brilliant that it changes my life. I've only ever given out one 10 out of 10, and that was for Kalimba, an Xbox One exclusive game for a now defunct studio, and I stand by it. That game is fabulous. So it's going to take a lot for me to be won over, but I want to be won over. So it's also going to take a lot to convince me that it isn't a brilliant game. Spoiler time. Let's get into this a little bit. He's not that far into the game. If you've read this far down in my first Fata Morgana diary entry, then you perhaps are prepared for spoilers. I've steered clear so far, but it's going to be hard to write further entries. Yes, I forced my editors to let me do multiple diary entries as well as a review without telling you the story. Let me tell you what's happened so far. Woke up, no memory. Okay, so waking up, you don't know who you are, seemingly have no name, and haven't seen myself despite. The first door took us to story 1603. Eldest son is a noble family. That story went up for a while, not much happening, and then quickly took a detour, straight up incest. I wish I was joking or being hyperbolic. There's a lot of incest. I spent a full 13 minutes yelling, what the fuck? Except I obviously, yeah. Okay, so there's some incest, and there's some peeping. What else? What else is in this game? Eventually, after around, I would guess, 4 hours of that story, of which only the last 30 minutes were incesty, the maid took me to another room and another chapter. This one is the one I'm currently halfway through, and so far, there hasn't been any incest. Touch wood. Isn't it knock on wood? What is wrong with this guy? This story is about a beast called Beastia, who wants to learn how to love, but also really loves eating people, which is a problem we can all relate to. But guess who turns up in the middle of one of his cannibal banquets? The white-haired girl from earlier. But how can that be? Is she over 100 years old? Anyway, the verdict so far. So, essentially, is House of Banner the Breath of the Wild, though? Well, that seems like apples to oranges comparison. Yeah, it seems like completely different games. Couldn't even guess what it is. Breath of the Wild is full of delightful, surprising, and unexpected moments. So yeah, I guess find out further to next week. So he's doing a multi-part review of this game, I guess. Oh, here's the other parts. Part 2, 3, 4. Let's jump to number 4. Finally finished the game with an almost perfect Metascore. Let's see. Okay. I'm just going to jump to the end. See what he says. Whoop. In that way, Fata Morgana is a lot like therapy. You go in expecting it to be relatively easy, but by the 3rd hour, you'll regret your decision to begin. By the 10th hour, you'll think that maybe you've got everything figured out, only to make some huge discovery that sends you back to square one. When you finally reach a satisfying ending, you'll realize that therapy is all about reliving and re-examining the worst parts of your life in order to finally move past them. Fata Morgana is a tough game to play through, and a lot of the time it's hard work, but it's just like therapy. It's worth it all in the end, and you'll come out of it raw but new. Hey, that's solid. Like, that makes me want to play the game. That's really cool. I wonder if it's a digital download or physical disc. But what's it called? The House in Fata Morgana. The House in Fata Morgana. Damn, that shit looks dope. I'm gonna scroll up. Yakuza cookies, girls who video games. Okay, Nintendo got robbed by Yakuza like 10 years ago. They lifted something nuts like 20k DS units and games. Oh, that's a nice little haul there from the Yakuza. But that's not like taking Nintendo on in legal battles, you know. Yeah, I used to watch Linus. Then for a whole year, he quarantined himself in his house and did videos there. It became boring. Used to watch Linus? What are you talking about, Linus? Used to watch Linus. I am confused. Breath of the Wild graphics look ugly. No, they don't. What's wrong with you, awesome one? They look gorgeous. It's Song. The lefts. Oh, I need to hold on. Let me bring the chat back here for everyone. It's Song, the left writes, a side project for the band Mindless Self-Indulgence. Fixed, but has to go through reapproval. Yeah, that won't take long though. Is this still Zelda? Is your PC crash one, man? PC crash one. What are you talking about? I'm good. Oh, I see. One man. You're talking to one man show. No, I had to do a little spot repair on my book's manuscript, then re-upload it to Amazon to fix the problem. Yeah, that's a bitch, dude. Interesting. Incest is wincest. Japan is obsessed with the cest. Yeah, that's true. That's a very Japanese thing. They're like, haven't you ever thought your sister is hot? Huh? You had to know I was going to say this. Wincest. I love it. I reviewed that manuscript at least a dozen times. Everything looked okay, but for some reason, the first 5 pages got lost. Very bizarre. That is weird, man. That is very weird. Also, that was a joke. Yeah, I know. I figured that was a joke. What does this have to do with Zelda? Oh, so what they're saying is that it has a better Metascore than Zelda. Because Zelda has like a great Metascore, but this one has a perfect 10 out of 10 all the time. And it's better than it's rated better than Zelda is rated. Than Breath of the Wild, I should say, which is I guess like a 9.8 or some shit. And so that's why they're like, what's this fucking game that's according to the numbers better than stuff? Really, one man show? Nintendo kicks ass, man. What's wrong with you? Those pages entered the void, one man. Apparently one buyer reached out to me. So at some point, those pages were there. Not necessarily. Other people might just not care enough. You know, other people might just not want to go through the effort of getting a hold of you. Linus Tech Tips. Oh, Linus, that's what you were saying. That's right. Linus Tech Tips, who challenged Nintendo. Gotcha. Oh, he got boring. You used to watch him, but he got boring. He doesn't look like a fun He doesn't look like fun. Like if I were to watch his stream, I'd expect information and maybe some personality, but not like, ha, this guy's hilarious. I love it. I like mindless self-indulgence. And you like spelling it right too. Yeah, mindless self-indulgence is pretty cool. Their first album anyway. They had to be there in order to I haven't listened to them in a minute. They had to be there in order for the buyer to get my email address. Oh. That is weird. That is weird. Nintendo. Oh, I see. 10 out of 10. I still don't know what game you're talking about. I said I read the name like 20. The motherfucker kept saying the name of the game. The House in Fata Morgana is the name of the game that is rated better than Breath of the Wild. That's what the whole thing was about. Like, what is this game? People kept asking them to review it. So The House in Fata Morgana. Yeah. I kind of want to play it now. I'm curious about it, especially if it's like a visual novel. Like, do you mean that I just need to write a story and make art and put it on a fucking Switch and sell it as a game, and I can sell a fucking novel as a game? What? Yes. That fat guy is not Linus. He has a whole office of about 10 people. Oh, okay. So that fat guy is just one of the 10 people in his office. Got you. It thought the house was a level in Zelda. Thought the house. Oh, you thought the house was a level in Zelda? So it's really a visual novel. Essentially, it seems like a visual novel, but he was saying that there are things that, like, it seems like you're following different stories and trying to figure something out. I'm not sure really. I skipped from the part 1 to part 4 in his diary. So, or her diary, I guess it's a chick. Kate Gray. You look like you would complain about having to play long games, which you did do in the very first one. You did. How accurate your face is. All right. Why do I have this open twice? All right. So tonight is pretty much all video games. 10 people sounds pretty fat, bro. Trying to interact even though it is of no real interest to me whatsoever. Thanks, One Man Show. You ain't gotta do that if you're not really feeling it. It's all good. Let me pull this one up. And it's also, I think, time for a cookie. Yeah, it's time for a cookie.
Cookies? Yes, we accept. Me click yes, cookies. Where cookies? Cookies, cookies. No cookies. What is real? Me trust nothing.
I am looking at the random stories and AI plays D&D. That was a powerful fart. I just farted. The fuck, man, Ray. All right. 20 Sega Genesis games that were way ahead of their time. One Man Show. I will get to that in a minute. Oops, wrong one. AI plays D&D. Yeah, that one will be. Is it after this one? It's a little bit after. It's 2 stories away. All right, let's check it. Oh, wait, my face. All right. So, it was the console that did what Nintendo didn't would have been better because but which Sega Genesis games were truly ahead of their time? The Sega Genesis is one of the greatest consoles ever made, as well as Sega's best attempt at reaching the top of the console gaming world. Indeed, In their effort to do just about everything a little differently from how Nintendo thought things should be done, Sega ultimately tuned the Genesis into the home of many games that were underrated, overlooked, and quite simply ahead of their time. To tell you the truth, this was a tough list to put together. There were so many Genesis games that were worthy of the title ahead of their time, or simply deserved that deeper look they are too often denied. There were so many games that I not only felt deserved to be on this list, but that I personally really wanted to feature on this list simply to have the chance to talk about them a little more. Ultimately, though, it came down to a select group of games that felt like they were pulled from the future and ported to the Genesis. Before you take a look at those games, though, please consider some of the criteria I used to help during the selection process. Any games released for the Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, or both platforms were considered eligible for this list. In other words, a game didn't need to get a global release to be considered eligible. After some consideration, I decided to include Sega CD and Sega 32X games on the list. Those peripherals were ultimately part of the Genesis's legacy, and there were only a few games released for either add-on that were seriously considered for a spot on this list. While I gave special priority to innovative games that also commercially underperformed, not every game on this list was a flop. Similarly, I tried to feature an array of genres and concepts, but there wasn't a strict rule that determined how many of a certain kind of game could make the list. Finally, there is no one aspect that makes a game ahead of its time. Generally speaking, any game that featured innovative ideas in terms of visuals, gameplay, mechanics, or storytelling was considered eligible for the list. 20. Buck Rogers, Countdown to Doomsday. Buck Rogers? What? Oh, I suppose the easiest way to describe that seems like such an old property to be on the Genesis. Easiest way to describe this game would be to call it a blend of classic XCOM concepts and tabletop D&D. And it's not exactly easy to briefly describe a game that was so complicated that it came with an 85-page manual filled with hints, strategies, and explanations. Even with that book, you'll have a hard time figuring out this game's blend of sci-fi, strategy, combat, RPG, overworld navigation, and ship-to-ship combat sequences. What? That sounds badass. On this Genesis, nearly every choice you make in this game has some kind of consequence, and you're going to be forced to make a lot of choices as you navigate this massive adventure. While you could argue, oh, I'm sized wrong. Boop. So you guys can read along. While you could argue that this game ultimately tried to do a little too much, it's hard to deny its ambition, creativity, depth, and desire to be different. The monsters come from... Oh, that's a different game. Dude, yeah, that sounds badass. Wonder Boy in Monster World. If you can get past the game's somewhat simple, though colorful visuals, you'll find that it's actually one of the deepest and most mechanically creative action platformers of its era. Actually, I honestly consider this game to be a better version of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, in many respects. Wonder Boy's ocarina-based puzzle, really an ocarina-based puzzle exploration sequences, mechanics, merchants/inns, and item-based environmental abilities will certainly make some Zelda fans go, Ultimately, though, Wonder Boy distinguishes itself via its combat. It would be years before we saw more platform games successfully utilize the title's RPG combat elements like inventory slots, companions, and alternate weapons, as well as Wonder Boy utilized them way back in 1991. Cool, I've never even heard of this. It looks nice. The graphics look nice, simple but nice. Wonder Boy in Monster World, fucking cool. Ranger X. You could make an argument that Ranger X deserves to be on the list for the quality of its visuals alone. Seriously, some of the background effects and animation in this game pushed Genesis to its technological limits in surprising ways. Game's controls made it so fascinating. What? Oh, just this isn't... Oh, okay. Genesis gamers with access to a 6-button controller could actually use all of those buttons to independently control Ranger X and his companion vehicle. While occasionally clunky, these controls really opened up some new strategic possibilities that made the side-scrolling action titles so much more ambitious than other great games in that genre and time. This was an interesting sneak peek at the future of the action genre. Bonanza Brothers, as a stealth-based puzzle platformer that often asks you to dispose of enemies using traps, Bonanza Brothers was certainly a bit different than your average 91 Genesis game. What really made it special, though, was its incredible co-op mode. Okay. The way this game utilized horizontal split-screen interface that allowed co-op players to coordinate their positions on the map meant you weren't limited to your partner's movements. Both players could coordinate, come up with some creative solutions. That's pretty cool. For the time. Like these days, we see this kind of thing more, but back then, not so much. Not so much. Hold on, let me say, you're not digging Sega either? I'm zoning confusion. Oh yeah, Clouds. I haven't hit a bowl yet. Hopefully, I didn't play D&D on console. Saga did a Shadowrun game very based. Sega. Do you mean Sega? Saga? I bought a Sega Genesis from a newspaper ad. My parents brought me to what seemed like a crack house, and I think I bought it used with Altered Beast. Nice, dude. Altered Beast kicked ass. I had an Altered Beast. Game idea. You wake up in a hotel room with amnesia from a 4-day long crack cocaine binge. Everyone calls you Hunter Biden. You must go on a journey to find more crack. And embezzle money from Ukraine to pay off the massive prostitute bill you racked while avoiding all the pimps that want to kill you. It'll be like Metal Gear, but with more crack and hookers. It's like Metal Gear meets Duke Nukem. Metal Gear meets Duke Nukem. Hunter, the hero, was never wanted. Punished Hunter, a hero denied his crack. Rent a Hero. At the very least, Rent a Hero deserves credit for its advanced ARPG mechanics and strange 2D fighting game-like combat sequences. The game's title gameplay doesn't work nearly as well as it could have, but you can clearly see how hard its developers are trying to think outside the box. Rent a Hero's dark, hilarious, surprisingly nuanced storytelling. Okay. Eternal Champions. A lot of these I haven't even heard of. I've never even heard of some of these games. Okay, it's a long list though. It's short little descriptions, but I'm gonna zoom past some of this stuff. Oh, okay, this was a fighter. It's more than a Street Fighter clone. It's groundbreaking practice room option to its interactive environments. Mortal Kombat. Okay. Violence for a console fighter that era puts original Mortal Kombat to shame in that department. Feature wonderfully designed characters complete with unique, compelling backstories. Nice. It was so violent that it put Mortal Kombat to shame? Wow. It's pretty hardcore. Phantasy Star 3, Generations of Doom. What made this one dope? Phantasy Star 3 deserves a lot of love for the audacity of its storytelling. I like that storytelling is a big part of his lists. Paranormal Cotton. It looks like Mega Man. Oh, that's because that's the picture for Mega Man. This is Paranormal Cotton. This is Phantasy Star 3. This is that fighting game. This is Rent a Hero. This is the Bonanza Brothers. Okay. Gotcha. Mega Man, The Wily Wars. Cyborg Justice. I can't believe there's a Mega Man on fucking Sega Genesis. Was basically a remaster re-release compilation of the Mega Man games. The first 3 Mega Man games. Oh, sick. Cyborg Justice. What is this one? Is this Lord of the Rings? Rings of Power? What? Rings of Power, did they straight up copy for the title of the new show? Did they copy the fucking... Oops. Did they copy the name of the game? If you're one of the many who say that they tried this game as a kid and couldn't get into it, well, it's impossible to blame you. Demands. Nothing is obvious. What? Rings of Power. That is, it looks like very Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? Looks very Lord of the Rings, especially this fucker. He looks like Samwise. It was 4 a.m. and gotta work at noon. Have a good week. Have a good one, Man Ray. Sleep tight, brother. Ooh, Fantasy Star is cool. Hell yeah, Fantasy Star. I mean, I'm not surprised to see Fantasy Star on their piece, man. Night, Man Ray. I played Cyborg Justice. It was awful. Really? Cyborg Justice was awful? Saturday night, playing visuals, seemingly simple beat 'em up gameplay made a pretty bad first impression. However, you don't have to spend a lot of time with this game to realize it's actually kind of a fighting game / RPG hybrid that just looks like a standard beat 'em up. Unique character creation system not only let you craft customized protagonists from the start, but actually upgrade their arsenal by collecting spare parts from the foes you fight along the way. Many of those parts grant you access to new fighting games. Huh? It was awful. You didn't like it? How far did you get into it? Cyborg Justice was fun. Ooh, a counter to Cyborg Justice was awful. Let me defeat you by taking 2 minutes to saw off your arm. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it does sound fun. Super highlight. I'll give you credit to the world developer. Highlight. Incredibly ambitious PC RPG to the Sega Genesis. Oh, they tried to port. Ooh, yeah, it's always going to be hard times when you do that, especially back then. Toe Jam and Earl? No way. I had no idea what to make of Toe Jam and Earl. Now that I'm older, this game still confuses the hell out of me. Toe Jam and Earl is perhaps the best thought of as an early roguelike game with collectathon design elements and some pretty ambitious co-op gameplay. Basically an early attempt to see how far the developer could get by relying on randomized gameplay elements, and the answer at the time was not quite far enough. Still, it's easy to see everything from No Man's Sky to the best modern roguelike and survival titles in this fascinating project. Okay. Sword of Vermilion. It's number 7. Yeah, it seems like there's more RPGs on Sega Genesis than I realized. Moving Adventures Blade. King's Bounty. Turn-based medieval fantasy strategy game initially released on PC in 1990. Ported Genesis in 91. Command armies, collect bounties, navigate real-time events. Real-time events? Really? Those weren't a thing back then. Not quite like they are now. Lunar, the Silver Star. What the fuck is this? Corporation Cybercop? Okay, what Virgin Games? Let's see what the Corporation or Cybercop, as it was known in North America, was an FPS RPG, first-person shooter RPG featuring extensive character customization options, stealth hacking solutions, and body part-based damage system, and even a massive arsenal of ability-granting equipment. In other words, it's basically a precursor to games like Deus Ex, System Shock, and actually ran surprisingly well on the Genesis 92. Starfight and Herzog Zwei. What the fuck? You know what? I mean, come up with better names if you want your games to sell. Anyone familiar with massive Sega Genesis probably went into the list knowing that Herzog Zwei would be at or near the top of it. Ultimately, it's hard to deny the top spot on this list to an 89 console game that basically helped create the real-time strategy genre and effectively served as an early example of a MOBA game. Herzog Zwei sees you directly control a transforming mech as you fly around a large map. As you navigate the game's large map, you're able to create and command additional military units. Capturing additional outposts rewards you with the resources you'll need to conquer the battlefield and win the fight in both single and multiplayer modes. But yeah, cool. So that's a list. If you've got an emulator, if you play Sega games, this is a list of 20 games, I guess, that you should look into, so you can see some of the beginnings of some of the early concepts of modern games. That's nuts. Most of these I haven't even heard of. That's insane. How long is this one? Not very long and full of pictures. Perfect. All right. Let me see what we got here. That screen is basically the whole game. I rented Toe Jam from Blockbuster. How'd you like it? Shaq made a Sega game. Apparently, it wasn't revolutionary, but I remember Shaq really branched out. He tried a lot of shit back in the 90s. He tried a lot of shit. Phantasy Star 4 and Shining in the Darkness were two of my favorite Sega ones. I have Lunar Silver Star on PlayStation. Nice. I played Zwig. How was it? Zwei. I played mostly Street Fighter and Sonic on Sega. Fun. I had Golden Axe and Sonic and Shinobi and I think Altered Beast. Yeah, I had Altered Beast. I had some good shit. Yes, I had some of the classic Sega Genesis games, but not but yeah, I don't know, not some of these other ones that I've never even heard of before. I can't believe it. Final Fantasy. So this is from Kotaku. But Final Fantasy creators' new RPG is out and painfully pretty. And I agree with that, which is why I'm reading a fucking Kotaku article. That's gorgeous. That's really pretty. I'm having a problem playing Fantasian, the new turn-based RPG from Final Fantasy creator Hironobu Sakaguchi's Mistwalker, released today on Apple Arcade. I can't stop pausing to look at how gorgeous the game's real-time miniature diorama sets are. I didn't say it was a bad problem. So if you have access to Apple Arcade and you enjoy turn-based role-playing games, there's no Apple Arcade. What? Okay, we'll get into that later. There's no reason you shouldn't be playing Fantasian right now. It's got Sakaguchi's design, music by legendary Nobuo Uematsu, and handcrafted visuals that lovingly caress the eyes. It is it a little derivative? Sure. It's got a spiky-haired protagonist with amnesia named Leo who hangs out with a guy named Sid. You sure you've got everything? Even, Sid's extra tasty omelets? Fuck off, Sid. But when the guy making the game is the guy who pioneered amnesiac adventures hanging out with Sid, you can overlook these things. That is, if you even notice things like story and character names with the sort of scenery Fantasian is dolling out at any given moment. Even the game's start screen is a work of art. No wonder it has this slightly out of focus look to it right here. It's because it looks like miniatures. Ain't that some shit? All right, so aside from being good looking and its strong pedigree, Fantasian has got some neat tricks up its sleeves to freshen up its old school turn-based RPG foundation. Things like a device that allows the player to bank wandering monsters and battle them all at once in a pocket dimension. Or there's my personal favorite feature, the ability to use your finger to curve spells in order to hit multiple creatures in battle. That's pretty cool. How cool is that? It comes super handy when battling a screen full of enemies. I'm guessing it's a mobile game. I'm really enjoying what I've played on Fantasian so far. It's just not very far in the game because, as I mentioned, I can't stop taking screenshots. I shall continue playing the game over the weekend. Okay, so I'm guessing till my phone runs out of memory, then I'll switch to the iPad. So this is like an Apple exclusive thing. That's lame, but it does look gorgeous. I like when studios go for like a slightly different aesthetic than the norm. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me hang out with you guys for a quick minute. Hey, what's up, Rosetta? Sonic Spinball. Freaking love Sonic as a complex pinball. Yeah, Sonic was. I hated running into spikes, but otherwise, Sonic was a blast to play. Zwei was in. Oh, by the way, good to see you again, Rosetta. It's been a while. How are you holding up? Are you getting better? Are you better from? I think the last time we chatted, you were recovering from stuff. Zwei was in the arcade. I think very popular. Yeah, it would make a good arcade game, or at least I would imagine. I haven't played it. Yo, Courtney, did you win any art on the giveaway Saturday? Nope. You? No. Everyone else got called twice? No shit. That sucks. There's some good mobile games, but I mean, like, fucking Apple exclusive mobile games can suck my dick. Kaya spelled my name wrong, but I missed the U. But I didn't say anything because I was watching the TV. Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. Revin, Potato Revin, finally, my friend, where have you been? Where have you been, my guy? I mean, I know you've been in Ireland, but where have you been on the internets? Potato, mobile will be the death of console and PC games. That wouldn't go that far either. Not at all. No, they can all exist in the same world. They won't be the end of anyone. Hubby's grandma is dying, and I have COVID. Want to start my year over? Shit. I hope you feel better, Rosetta. That sucks. Drink chicken soup. There's chicken soup for the soul, but it's not the same thing. Don't drink chicken soup for the soul. It tastes like paper. Hugs back, Potato. All right. Let me switch it back up. All right, where are you at, One Man Show? Because I've got that story you was asking about. Someone taught an AI to play D&D, and it loves Magic Missile. I feel like I want to sneeze. Well, I did not. I resisted like an American. All right, technology is amazing. Thanks to tech giants like Google, artificial intelligence is present on plenty of phones and in plenty of homes. AI is able to perform tasks that require human levels of intelligence by learning patterns and predicting outcomes. So let's be honest, it was only a matter of time before we tried to figure out how to get machines to play D&D. There have been plenty of attempts to make AI RPGs happen in the past. Perhaps most famously, you could play a game of Skyrim using your Amazon Alexa, but this was a scripted game that's more closely related to a choose-your-own-adventure book than a live TTRPG. I don't know what that is. There's tabletop. Sorry, tabletop RPG. I'm just not used to seeing that abbreviation. There's also the work of computer science enthusiasts like Laura J. Martin, who's been trying to teach AI to run D&D games since around 2018. To run D&D games? That's harder. That's a little harder because you need a lot of what the fuck is wrong with you trying to teach an AI to run a D&D game? No, we're like a couple decades away from that, I think. The most, or at least one robot apocalypse away from that never happening. The most recent public attempt to unite AI and D&D came in the form of a Reddit post on June 19th. Janet Mikola, a 37-year-old software engineer from Finland, shared an impromptu D&D game with OpenAI's CPT-3 software, a language model chatbot. Now, tabletop RPGs like, wait, is this the one that thinks it's sentient? No. Dungeons and Dragons aren't the easiest thing to replicate with machine learning. It requires software. I'm going to skip ahead of all your talking here. Blowing smoke up my ass. Michaela wasn't deterred, yada yada. Admits being able to play D&D wouldn't be a breakthrough that directly benefits society. Okay, Mikola starts his conversation with the AI by asking which D&D monsters it would be most afraid of. Spoilers, it's a beholder. Mikola asked the chatbot to compare D&D with Pathfinder, asked why D&D settings like the Forgotten Realms are so popular. Was looking for Okay, what the fuck? There is so much fluff in this article. Mikola Mikola says he was looking for creativity and problem-solving abilities in this conversation, so he asked the chatbot to choose between two popular 5e spells, Fireball and Magic Missile. AI turns out to be a big fan of Magic Missile, particularly as it avoids potentially damaging its fellow party members. He also tested what the AI would do if its wizard character, who is named Alric, by the way, was suddenly unable to cast spells. It's good to note, though, that when I use words like creativity, the reality is even OpenAI is not a sentient being with actual creativity behind it. The concept of such sentient AI being called generative AI, no one is certain if it can even be achieved or if it can ever be achieved. The creativity challenge in question would have been quite cruel if it was tested on a human player. While looking for a quest in Waterdeep, the most famous of D&D cities, Alaric the wizard meets Skeleton King, who breaks his arms. No more spellcasting for Alaric. Good thing this is a lesson in machine learning and not how to be a DM. The AI's creative response to the solution is to attempt to reason with the Skeleton King. Sadly, Alaric the wizard rolls a 3 on his persuasion skill check, and the game ends. While short, the AI's ability to adapt to the game remains impressive. That is smart. It's like, okay, well, I can't cast any spells, so I'm going to try to talk to the guy. So that's actually a good move on the AI's part. Mikola adds the results shared on Reddit were from the first attempt at a D&D game. He says the text was not been edited in any way. Every response level of interaction was surprising and unexpected to me, as it can be. That's funny. That's a good point. That, what's it called? Magic Missile can't hurt your allies. Yeah. But what if you really like blowing shit up? Then what are you going to do? Okay, let me catch up here with everybody. Food poisoning. I'm technically dead. Ah, dude, that's a bitch. I hope you feel better, Potato. That's shitty, man. Microtransactions and loot boxes came from mobile and are bringing down many AAA companies. That's what you mean. That's because they're stupid and they should not be blanket using things like that. But also, some of those things have led to other experimental forms of monetizing games, like with season passes and stuff, which are generally pretty well received. And I like season passes. Those are a good solution. You got chat soon, but I'm getting sleepy. All right, sleep tight, Rosetta. Take care of yourself. Create campaigns with AI. Let's see that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That like, like creating a campaign is one thing. Running a campaign is different. I think an AI could create a campaign based on formulas. If you were to give it a world and just give it like different, if you were to give it parameters and give it alternatives and then create this whole like, essentially you could make it adaptive. If you could make a campaign creating AI, and you want your characters to go here and there, then you could, if your players, I should say, just fuck off and go somewhere else and don't do what you expect them to do, then you could be like, okay, let me just update the AI. Okay, it says going to pub instead. And then like it says, okay, well, here's the challenge you give them at the pub, and then yada, yada, yada. It could build your scenarios for you so that you could adapt to your players being fuckers in real time, because players, we're fuckers. We are. We're always trying to get away with as much as we can. Fun fact, Pokemon games no longer have items in the bins. They have to put nothing here because OG players keep checking. Wait, what? Fun fact, Pokemon games no longer have items in the bins? You mean like in the trash cans? Like in trash cans? They have to put nothing there because OG players keep checking. So what? That doesn't make any sense. What, new players don't check? They don't just learn to start checking the trash cans? That's retarded. T-shirt is moving away from Pathfinder and going more independent now. T-shirt. Is that the name of the company that owns Pathfinder? What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't understand that message at all. Magic Missile is my penis's nickname. What the fuck is that? I recognize the fire. I don't know what's in the middle. Oh, wait. I can go over. I can mouse over it. Oh, it's a shooting star. Oh, it looks better on the YouTube side. Back here, it looks like these three little fucking lines coming out of a circle. This isn't the Step Before War Games sequel. Historian. All right, so let me whoops. Let me okay, we got all the gaming stuff down, all the game stuff down. I don't want to read that one. Okay, let's read these two. Let's read these two articles. This one is super short. Fuck off. All right, this one's super short. I gotta change myself up real quick. Back to the middle. All right. The hero we need. A Chinese man has been discovered reading books in a remote cave. It is with delight and despair that I draw your attention to the modern-day hermit discovered over the weekend in a cave in Sichuan province, China, just hanging out, reading books, and smoking cigarettes. I am delighted, of course, that people are still just dropping out of this garbage fire of a world to read books. I despair, though, that this particular recluse will never know another moment of peace. A group of friends were out hiking in the mountains near Neijiang when they stumbled upon one of the many caves in the area and noticed something different about it, said one of the hikers. When we were standing nearby talking, we didn't realize there was a person in the cave. However, not long after, I noticed someone sitting there and found the man taking notes while reading a book. He looked about 40 years old. Based on the surroundings, there were not many visitors, so I believe he chose to live there because he does not want to be disturbed. Yep, that sounds about right. As can be seen in the video that very quickly went viral, the reading man's cave contained all the trappings of that sweet, sweet hermit life: baskets, buckets, pots, and books. The article doesn't provide much detail about the identity or the fate of the reading man, and it is my sincere hope that he simply moved on with his bindle and his books and found a new cave. In unrelated news, I will now be moving to a cave. Huh. That's dope. This dude just said, fuck everything. I went to live in a cave, reading books, having fun, loving life. What's this?
So I just picked up a hit.
Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, that wasn't. I'm glad I muted it. All right, so the second random story I've got here is about a great white. Fuck off. What is with every website doing the motherfucking pop-ups? Hey, subscribe to our thing. I'm trying to read this fucking article, you piece of shit. All right, so great white leaps from the water to catch this bird in wild video. Look at this motherfucker. A bird? He's after a bird? How hungry is he? How bad of a shark is he? How much has he failed in life as a shark that he has to try to grub on birds? Like, fish don't even take him seriously. When you're on a shark tour out of Port Lincoln, Australia, you expect to see sharks. A shark fin swirling around wouldn't be a huge surprise, since that's exactly what you're looking for. But what onlookers didn't expect to witness this day, as they were out on tour with Calypso Star Charters, is the shocking moment when a great white shark lunges out of the water to feast on an unsuspecting petrel bird. The video opens with a shot of the water and some rocky land off the distance. Shark fins can be seen peeking out of the water on the center left of the camera frame, several yards from a petrel bird that's floating atop the water. As the shark approaches the bird, which has apparently been enjoying a few pieces of tuna used as shark bait, the bird notices and flies off a few feet away. Its feet pitter-pattering on the water. The crowd can be heard murmuring in the background as the shark approaches the bird. They're not sure if the great white might attack, but they just keep their eyes glued to the scene. They let out a few laughs and giggles as they notice how the petrel bird nonchalantly gets away. The shark turns around and heads back for the bird, and a man behind the camera can be heard sking, and knowing that the bird is still in danger. Once again, the bird spots the shark and flies a bit higher and a bit further away, this time to keep itself safe. Video cuts to the moment. The petrel bird is enjoying itself floating in the water. From behind the bird, you can see the great white launch toward the bird as spectators bellow in surprise. Commotion can be seen in the water. It's not apparent yet what has occurred. As you see the shark's tail splash into the water, you can make out the wings of the bird just above the splashes. It's attempting to fly away, but it appears the shark has managed to capture its legs between its powerful jaws. The bird continues to struggle as the crowd murmurs and shouts in disbelief. Video cuts again to the scene where we could just watch the video. Fuck yeah. Okay. Let me pull it up on the YouTubes so we can watch it on full screen. All right.
Push the bird.
Let's watch this shit. Oh, there's like two sharks right there.
Uh-oh.
I saw two fins.
He's going back to the bird. Got him! What is he throwing? Got him. So I get him. Oh! 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 Oh!
Yo, he got him.
Got it. Got it.
All right, here comes. He's gonna do it right here.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Wrecked. It's really annoying. People that are like, oh, like they have nothing to say, but they just need to make noise. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a dick. By the way, fun fact: horses lay down. Please don't call 911. Yeah, horses lay down. They sleep standing up, but they lay down if they want to. That's funny. All right, let me get rid of this here because I'm done with all that. Now I'm just hanging out with you guys. Let me switch this up. Back to the chat. So yeah, today was a game. Wait. Where am I? Historian, Bath Mat. Well, that was rather disappointing. The AI one, the AI with the magic missile. Yeah, it was a little bit. I was like, oh, I was expecting more. Chris Chan trials on 28th. I don't care about Chris Chan. I'm not gonna follow his trial. But if you want to follow it for us, Potato Revan, do that. I am a little bit curious about how they're gonna try it. Like, here's the thing. Unless major legislation gets dropped that is specifically focused on people with mental health issues and the internet. Okay, here's the thing. And Revan, in order to fix, not fix, it's the wrong word. in order to appropriately deal with the Chris Chan situation, the way we a lot of things need to change. The way we even allow minors on the internet needs to stop. Like if they implement certain things that force people to have, if they implement laws that force companies to have a setup that essentially limits what people can do on the internet if they're not 18, if they let's say fuck, how would you do that? Because kids don't have cell phones these days. Maybe you could make a profile thing. If let's say there was a profile thing and there's all devices connected to it, and then you as a parent on your device, you can check up on your kids' devices and limit what they can see and get to and stuff. Then they have fenced off version of the internet based on their parents' choices. And so that might prevent a lot of this stuff. Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think it would take to fix the Chris Chan thing? Because Chris Chan is just a mental health disaster. He is the mental health system failing, multiplied by internet trolls and just the internet in general not giving a shit about Chris Chan, and just exacerbating his mental health issues. For anyone that doesn't know, Chris Chan is a longtime internet denizen with mental health issues with extreme mental health issues that went that transitioned to the other team and then had sex with his mom while she had dementia and didn't recognize or remember him. It's fucked up, man. The whole Chris Chan thing is fucked up. And so, yeah, I'm in a cave in my own design. Do Kai live in a cave with your stash of cookies. Just reading and eating cookies. Man, I hope Ricada Law covers the Chris Chan trial. That would be interesting. Who's planting cookie trees? That'll be fine. Oh, cookie trees would be amazing. EVs and Ricada are still alive. EVS and Ricada are still alive. Cookie tree. I planted some hot dog bushes back in spring, but they didn't take too well to the soil. The need a credit card. The thing is, the Chris Chan thing is disturbing. That's why I kind of don't want anything to do with it. It's so fucked up, man. The need a credit card to enter, or something, or I would say a fingerprint entry, so that then they're logging in. It's like at work, when you work a retail job and you log into the register and then you log out and someone else logs into the register when you change shifts. What if it was like that? You're using the phone, you unlock the phone with your fingerprint. Okay, it's kid A. Little Timmy is using the phone right now. And then then little Timmy, when it goes off, little Timmy's not using the phone no more. You can limit the time that little Timmy can use phone, and it can have a whole display that says time left, whatever. There's really a lot that could be done, but since there's no demand for it, since there's no push for it, no one's coming up with the ideas. Everyone recognizes there's an issue. No one is applying themselves to try to figure out how to deal with minors on the internet, because a lot of the times that we see retards bullying people off the internet by just being cruel, it's fucking middle school kids, high school kids that are just got shit all to do. They're dumb as fuck, and they're just assholes. They have no parental supervision. They have nothing to do. They're mean and they're dumb, and so they're just doing that. So there needs to be restrictions. There's a reason that there should be maybe a kid's internet and then an adult internet. I don't know. But they shouldn't be allowed on the internet until they're fucking adults. And then once they are on the internet, you need to be held liable for the shit that you do when you're fucking up. like the need a credit card to enter, a bullet, a gun, and one bullet. To be honest, I called social service on him and his mom months before the incident. A gun and one bullet. To be honest, I see what you're talking about, Chan. All right, called social services on him and his mom months before the incident. You really called social services on Chris Chan? That's crazy, dude. You were watching that shit? So were you, Potato Reverend, were you like keeping track of this guy through his fucked up life? Or just in some period of time? Gov don't need more power. It's not about what part of awesome one. What part of what I said sounds to you like I'm saying give power to the government? What part of that at all? All I was saying was the government uses the power it already has to make sure that there is a safe environment for kids on the internet. That's it. We're not giving them more power. We're giving parents more power. The law is there. The government is using the power, would be using the power it already has to create a law that says, hey, quit fucking with kids. In fact, kids are not allowed here. Adults are not allowed there. Boom. All right. That's not giving the government more power. That's giving more power to parents who currently don't have any power. You can't just go and like shut off your kid's internet or your kid's phone, or you can't, or like, because if you take away their phone, then how are they gonna like get home and stuff, or how are they gonna call you if there's an emergency, etc. It's weird. Like there's a lot of, someone needs to think a level up from where they're thinking right now. Right now they're thinking one phone, one person, one sale, go. They're not thinking of the environment that they're putting these phones in, or that people themselves exist in, and how to make technology merge with the way things naturally operate. Thought people with mental health issues could be approved for sexual reassignment. Has that changed? Everyone that is getting that is generally has mental health issues. So I guess it has not changed. But the thing is that Chris Chan, we're at a point where no one even questions the reassignment. No one questions. They just say, "Oh, you want to do it? Fine." But then we have really fucked up situations that come as a result of it. And the Chris Chan thing is not even, that's not the reassignment thing, the transitioning. That's not even one of the problems. I don't even give a shit about that part. It's everything else around Chris Chan that Chris Chan has done, that he's gone, that like experience that people have done to him, that he fucking, oh my God, him and his mom, bro. This dude was lonely. He was encouraged by people who didn't really have his best interest in mind. And he's been lonely and depressed and manic and just has all this stuff going on. But motherfucker knew what he was doing. That's the thing. There are some people that hide behind their mental illness to to get away with really fucked up shit that they know they could only get away with because they have mental health issues, and people let them get away with all kinds of shit. In high school, the county building where all the special ed kids went, like there was a county building in the middle of our school that was where all the special ed kids went and where all the pregnant girls went from all the schools in the area. When the girls got pregnant, they came to our school and they went to that building and yada, yada, yada. So the special ed kids, they knew what they were doing most of the time. Because we would talk to them. I wasn't one of those kids that would like ignore them or fuck with them. Like they'd come by and I'd hang out near that building during lunch. So when they walk by, we'd chat with them. And sometimes we're chatting with them, just like listening to the stories that they're making up to sound cool. Oh, okay. Like we get what you're doing, but like we're not going to be mean about it. But then sometimes there was one guy in particular that he would like say or do something that like he would do something that would normally get him in trouble, but then he'd like You could see him pretending. You could see him actually like trying to get out of it because of his. He's like, oh, I didn't understand. Da, 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 da. But we all knew. We're like, bro, you understood. You know what you were doing. And he'd like, but they, they're not dumb. They're not dumb. That's the thing. People think that special ed kids or special ed people are dumb. They're not dumb. They have other issues that prevent them from perceiving certain things, connecting with people in certain ways, etc. But they're not dumb. They recognize that they can get away with certain things. I thought people with the whole change gender thing is a scam to make money. They don't care about what happens after to the people. That is, they do not care. That is accurate. They do not give a shit. And I think a lot of these doctors that are just handing out passes without going through the proper steps of making sure that mental health is all in order. I think like with Chris Chan, where he was clearly not in any state to transition, but they did it anyway. I think that, yeah, that's a really horrible what happens to people who just go into that without having anyone around them that has their best interests at heart. Is really sad. Apparently, I knocked a dolphin out with a spinning roundhouse kick while blackout drunk. Needless to say, I am no longer allowed in SeaWorld unless I wear pants. What a bunch of fascists. Knocked out. Is this a true story, Laszlo? Knocked out a dolphin with a spinning roundhouse kick. Did you come in from outside the thing and jump in? Or is this from a movie quote? Been following him since I ran into him online in 2009. Oh, that's a long time, bro. Holy shit. Been following him since ran into him online. What do you mean ran into him online? Like in a forum talking, or? You just said government regulations on companies. Yeah. But saying government regulations does not imply more government power. The government has the power to make laws and delete laws. That's normal. That's been from the beginning. From the day it was made to now, that has not changed. So how are we giving them more power by just telling them to do their jobs? Literally all I said was the government should do this. What it boils down to is the government should do their fucking job and regulate some shit. That's their job. Like, look, hey, these guys are pumping toxic chemicals into the school's drinking water. Well, get fucked. Do something about it. Do a lynch mob or something. We're the government. That's not our job. Could you maybe lay down a rule so we don't just go on a murder spree? Fine, I'll make a rule. You can't dump toxic water into school's drinking water. How about into any drinking water? Fine. Into any drinking water. Drinking water has to be clean. How's that? And everyone goes, yeah, that's great. That's exactly what we want. Thank you. Fine. Can I go be a government now and not go back to not doing anything? Yeah, thanks. Bye. Like, that's what we're just do your fucking job. Do your fucking job, government. That's all I was saying. Has nothing to do with giving them more power. Has to do with putting a fire up under their lazy asses. There was life before cell phones, you know. That's alt-right propaganda, one-man show. That is alt-right propaganda. I called social service 8 to 12 times and did welfare checks on him. His mom cops wouldn't do shit because of the trolls calling them there. So I'm so mad. I tried to save his mom. That sucks, dude. That sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, maybe you could have been like, hey, look, guys, I know a lot of trolls call about this guy, but there's serious problems here. You guys should seriously look into him. Watch him on fucking YouTube. I don't give a shit. Just do something. Okay, severe mental health issues. Same here, Potato. Been following the Chris Chan drama since 2006. I just feel bad for that poor weirdo. Laszlo, I want him dead. Chris is like, Hassan. The thing is, he's an abuser now. Like and he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Chris is like, Hassan, why does social media prop up these fools? What you mean, Hassan Minaj? I haven't barely seen anything from him in forever. We're back at peak clown world when someone like Chris Chan is the most documented human being in the world. Well, he documented himself. That's not... And anyone could do that. It's not weird. Good morning, Tina. Welcome back. Yo, Tina. Kai wants to keep weirdos off the internet. No, I said I want to keep kids off the internet. Be patient. He will, and weirdos too. Maybe definitely keep the weirdos off, but definitely kids. Patient. He will 40% very soon. So he's basically canceling himself. Christian never went to a doctor transition. He did it himself. Rubbed estrogen cream on himself. Listened to subliminal YouTube to grow a vagina. Put his taint open to free. Cut his taint open to free. Oh no! Are you kidding me? God, Jesus, that's fucked up. Getting hormone shots online, not from doctor. Okay. Damn, I did not know that. That is way fucked. As I recall, I managed to get home from school for years without needing a cell phone. Years, I say. I don't know, man. I don't know. That sounds like BS. There was also a lot less streets back then. There wasn't as many streets. One man show. There wasn't as many streets. There wasn't as many people. There wasn't as many cars. There wasn't as many internet. I linked them his YouTube channels and Twitter posts. But if you take the internet away from kids, they might have to think for themselves. Inconceivable. Yeah, and that's why I was saying that they should make it so that kids can't have their own devices. Parents have to have a device that controls their ecosystem, that then they can shut off their kids' device, they can, etc., etc. Anyone who is not technically savvy enough to do that, and they're like, I'm just too old to learn all this newfangled technology, well, then you're going to get fucking fined and possibly go to jail if you don't get your shit together. Figure it the fuck out. It's not hard. You log into your thing, you manage the shit, it's part of being a parent now. Suck a dick, get over it. But yeah, then they'd be forced to parent. Kids would have limited screen time, etc., etc. I'm saying, I know you're serious. I don't think you're joking. I know you're serious, Revan. I was just joking about the dolphin. That was actually an orca whale. Yes, that's right. I took out Shamu. So Joker face on his butt. Internet, what was that back then? It was, I think he used carrier pigeons. Oh no, actually, I know used vacuum tubes in New York. In New York, they had a whole system of vacuum tubes throughout the city for the thing, right? Hold on. Let me see. Let's pull some of that shit up. New York vacuum tubes. What the fuck is EVS doing live right now? NYC's pneumatic mail tubes.
Up until 1953, New York City used to deliver mail.
All right. Check this shit out. I did not know this first fact.
Up until 1953,
I've already learned something. This shit went on till 1953?
New York City used to deliver mail using pneumatic tubes. The pipes were 4 to 5 feet underground, and New York City had 55 miles worth of lining.
Damn, I didn't realize the tubes were all underground. That's
The
dope.
question then is, what happened? Why did New York City stop using this ingenious system? Well, in this episode of Origin, we will take a look at the history of the pneumatic mail system.
All right, I kind of want to watch this video. That's pretty cool. Look at this shit. Look at all those fucking tubes, man. What? Holy shit. 1863. Dude.
System began popping up all over Europe. Berlin, Paris fell behind their peers in Europe. Started to fill their own citywide tubes in the late 1860s and 70s.
Dude, look at this shit. That's so many tubes.
New Yorkers changed in Bowling Green by Senator Chant is the age of community. The pneumatic tubes of from its very inception, postal workers were infatuated with the pneumatic tubes.
Dude, look how many tubes that is. That's a fuck ton of tubes. I wonder what happened to all those old tube systems. Did they just become... Oh, does that mean New York is full of secret underground passages? Or did they seal the holes?
Postal placing a buzz by a bolted flank to turn. The tube changes were made with gentle bends and a larger bore diameter that allowed the carrier to negotiate the turn.
Okay, he gets into this he gets into some technical stuff here, it looks like. But dude, this is pretty cool. This is pretty dope. I kind of want to watch this whole thing on the mail tubes. So from the 1860s to the 1950s, so for 90 years, they were doing this shit with the tubes. That's nuts, man. They are still there? No. Excuse me. My nephew's had iPhone tablet since birth, getting a new one each year. That's weird. What is wrong with people? A new one each year? You give them one that they just have until it breaks, and when it's 5 years later or whatever. I didn't live in New York, but the internet was there. There was the tube internet. It was a series of tubes. That's why that fucking guy, that fucking senator that was like, the internet is a series of tubes. Someone fucking explained it to him like the pneumatic tube system. Oh. So he was like, what's the internet? How does it work? Well, you know how New York had the pneumatic tubes? This is a system of tubes that you can send something to someone over there and they get it. Yeah, it's like that. Someone explained it to that poor fuck like it was the system of fucking tubes. Scrambles the death dealer. Yo, vacuum tubes. What's up, Scrambles? Is that a Pikachu? Fuck yeah. I love it. Is that a tattoo of Pikachu? Double badass. Welcome, Scrambles. Also, Devil Flyer. What's happening, Devil Flyer Momentum? Good to see you, dude. Like the ones at the bank. Yeah, like the ones at the bank. Except for they used to be used en masse throughout the whole city. Now they're crack tubes. Now they're crack tubes. Nah, they just got tired of sucking 24/7. They should have called them runners. Oh! Too bad runners are not here. It'd be funnier. Recycled into pipe organs? Possible. It looked like they... yeah, possible, huh? Crack tubes on crack. Crack tubes of crack. They are still there. Couldn't get the postman to drive on the streets for fear of submachine guns. Oh, is that... Well, I'm sure that might have been a part of it. I'm sure that was a part of it at some point. But... I don't know. It doesn't feel like that'd be the only reason. They wouldn't invest that much into it just because people are afraid of going to work.
The pneumatic mail tube still exists on the streets of New York City today.
Okay. Okay, let's cut to the front here.
Although the system is no longer operational, the pneumatic mail tube still exists below the streets of New York City today. Most people are just unaware of it. In fact, in October of last year, the pneumatic mail tube had its 122nd birthday, but no one gave it any recognition. So, this video is a way to celebrate this forgotten piece of New York. The pneumatic mail tube gave New York City over 50 years of service and contributed to its evolution as a city. It deserves a place in the New York City history books. Let's not forget about it. If you come to the main post office in Manhattan, you can still find remnants of the old pneumatic mail line.
Clues from the past remain. Oh, those are they. All right, y'all. So if you're ever in New York, and you see this kind of shit, these are the fucking pneumatic mail tubes.
I'm not going to tell you where it is. You're either going to have to download the Cityscape app and find it, or search for it yourself. Good luck.
Okay, cool. I kind of want to go hunting for tubes. Here's the thing. Here's why I was curious about what happened to the tubes, though. Because did you see where there was, like, places where people could walk to service the tubes? Is there, like, a secret underground, could we walk through New York in some secret underground tube system? In a pneumatic tube system? That'd be fucking awesome. Dude, they're all still there. That's nuts. Couldn't get the postman. Oh, yeah. In-laws spoiled them. Yeah, clearly. If you buy an older building, you may get a tube system in the building. Oh, that's so cool. Yep, that is my Pikachu tattoo. Thank you. Fucking badass, dude. Did not say it was the only reason. Good day, all. Good day, all. Oh, are you leaving? Not many years ago, even Australia had tubes at supermarket checkout to get the cash to the back where it was safer. Oh, cool. All U.S. black and white movies had tubes. Yep, they were commonplace. Philadelphia had this system before New York City. Oh, Philadelphia! Okay, that's pretty cool. But New York City apparently did it better. Yep, you would have to access have access to service/repair said tubes. Yeah, but modern day. In the modern day, like if I want to go today, let's say I go to New York. Let's say I go to New York tomorrow, and I'm like, all right, let's go looking for some tubes, and I find the gate that leads to, or the door, the gate, whatever, that leads to the pneumatic tube service repair area. And then I bring my chain cutting, scissors with me, and I clink and I cut the chain, and I go in there, and then I can walk through. I'll be surrounded by all these tubes. I can just walk through New York. Like, that's where I'm at. Is I want to do that. That would be cool. Not leaving, just got home. Oh, hey, okay, cool. Oh, badass. Welcome home. Welcome home, Always Censored. Oh, that's right. You just got here. That was awesome when I've been talking to. Hey, welcome, Always Censored. So the Emerald City had pneumatic tubes. Cool. Pneumatic tubes. Look up the President Roosevelt disused underground train because he couldn't walk. Oh, Roosevelt had like an underground train because he couldn't walk? Crazy. What? Is it disused? You mean it's not in service anymore? Very cool. I think I'm gonna smoke a bowl. I got one packed, ready to go. What clip do y'all want? There's no Darius here tonight. Ah, Darius. Darius. That is neat. For real, like I'm super curious about that, about what that would be. Oh man, I want to go walking through those tube hallways. That shit is cool. All right, I got something for you while I smoke. While I do the smoke. I'm going to do it real quick. Oh, actually, before I play that one.
7 22%? What the hell? You running a channel or a car wash? Why everybody leaving?
I'm also going to smoke a bowl. Cheers. You don't need to go away. Let's do it together. The train is still there. Oh, that's fucking cool, man. The Manhattan Tube's southern terminus was the Alexander Hamilton Custom House, now home to the New York City branch of the National Museum of the American Indian. All right. Southern terminus. Manhattan Tube's southern terminus. Yeah, I had to have some kind of range, right? All right, I got something for you. I'll be right back.
Category is people who annoy you. Niggers! Huh?
Oh, naggers, of course. Naggers. Right.
Can we cut to,
Ooh, wait. Woo. That's cool info, though. Thanks, One Man Show. How did we get to talking about pneumatic tubes? Where the fuck did that even come from? Anyway, if y'all wanna help, I guess it's been a little bit. If you could drop a like, if y'all just got here, drop a like. It's really helpful. Also, if you scroll down in the comments, if you scroll down in the description, or here, there's a pinned comment in the YouTube chat to help Cortney. Let me pull up her thing, actually. Cortney. Let me share screen. All right, so GPA vasculitis patient needs help with healthcare. Cortney needs some help with 44-year-old female's former career was working in special education. So in 2019, he was diagnosed with a rare condition, and the insurance is not covering some of her needs. And so if y'all can, if anyone out there is able to help out Cortney, she's here all the time. I think she's here now, probably watching on the TV. But yeah, we really appreciate Cortney. So send her some love if you can. If you want to support me or commission me for any literary or artistic works, I've got a Ko-fi down here. Boop. Down that way. Wait. Oh, it gets stuck behind the thing. Go away, microphone. So I got a Ko-fi down here. If you want to throw me a little something, I appreciate that too. But definitely help out Cortney, though. I'd say priority to Cortney right now. Excuse me. 80s internet. Yo, 80s internet was dope. You could make friends with military weapon systems and play chess with them. That was a thing. You can't do that anymore. You just know somebody sticked their dick in those pneumatic tubes. Damn it, Larry. Quit getting frosting all over this TPS report. You know what's funny, though? I think it's one of those things like in the banks. Like, it has to be closed before the suction can happen. Because before that, there's nothing. It just doesn't work. But yeah, that would be cool, though. A pneumatic tube jerk-off machine. I did a stream on the Orville. Go check me out. Oh, cool. Nice. Thanks, Revan. The Orville it's been pretty awesome. Did you recently change your username? I'm subscribed. Don't know where I know you from, man. Oh, okay. I don't know. No, I haven't changed my username, but I've been around, let's say on Justin Proper's This Week in Bullshit, Culture Casino, Angelus, Runner, and myself used to do the Gaming Lounge on Thursdays. I've been on other streams. I've been on Mayhem's Shenanigans, on Sporky News Podcast. I've been on ETEP's show. I've been all over the place, but not really sure. where you know me from. But hey, thanks for stopping by, man. And I appreciate the subscription too. I hope you've had fun. I've been Kai M.F.S for as since I got 100 subscribers. That's been me. So, and I finally got all my social media more or less the same. I guess on the Twitter, you know, I got the little underscore. Someone was already Kai M.F.S, motherfuckers. They're not me. I'm me. Oh, I need water. My water's right here. It's right next to me. I don't really need to go anywhere, but I'm a little too far for the mic to pick me up. Thick. All right. All right. What am I going to do about this? All right. I have a plan, guys. Here we go. Wunderbar. All right, my plan worked. Okay, possibly ETEP then. Yeah, that makes sense. ETEP's fucking dope. I love hanging out with ETEP. FYI, the tubes' cartridges were blown, not sucked, at a pressure ranging between 3 and 8 psi. Average travel speed was 30 miles per hour. No shit. The tubes' cartridges were blown, not sucked. Really? They were blown? I thought they were depressurizing the tubes and doing like a, and then sucking it through. I thought that's what they were doing. They were blowing it at 30 miles an hour. Isn't that less energy efficient? They weren't thinking about that back then. Oof. Like 2 other accounts have my same username, but they have been inactive for over a decade, so I stole it. Nice. Yeah, fuck them. You snooze, you lose. That's how it is. It's life. It's easier to maintain a high pressure. Really? That makes sense. Especially if they're okay, that's easier to maintain a high pressure. All right. That's nuts. I didn't know they traveled that fast. That is pretty quick, but it explains why it was so like commonly used. And it would have to go pretty quick because if you're sending something from one side of the city to the other, it's all the tubes that's going to be occupying on its path. I'm pretty sure they need to make I wonder how they were engineered. If they were engineered in like segments or yeah, they had to be. Okay, well, I don't know. That pneumatic tube system is pretty wild though. I would love a fucking tour of that shit. I wonder if I could figure out how to be like, hey, I'm like doing a documentary on these, but then I'd have to actually do the documentary thing where I film and stuff. Oh man, I forgot about the kitty. I forgot to bring the kitty on screen. I still got the kitty. I don't have the hats on me tonight, but I got the kitty. Mwah. Little kitty cat. Feel like I'm an evil YouTube supervillain with my kitty. That's nuts. Child fast. I wish I could get things shipped quickly to my house. Things. Thing. Like the hairy guy from Addams Family or like dildos? Sock Puppet returns. It's not. Her name is not Sock Puppet. I don't actually have a name for her. What should be my kitty's name, guys? Everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe I'll make. Now I'll let you. Yeah, I'll let you guys throw out some suggestions. That's what I'll do. I'll let you guys. Anyone out there, I'll do it this whole week. This whole week, I'm gonna say what should be my kitty's name, and then at the beginning of the stream, I ask the question, and then y'all have anytime you think of a name, just put it in the chat, Name it whatever, or name your kitty something. Is that a real cat? No. Sock puppet, says One Man Show. No, this is a neck pillow. It's a neck pillow with a kitty head and a bow, cute little bow, eyes, and it's got paws. See, it's got paws. And you're super cute, and you never poop, and you never scratch me. I love it. Rags and Stuffin'. Jonesy? I should keep track of these names. Where's the son of a bitch? 1 second. Nope. I will relocate this list later, but for now, this will do. Just erase some of this stuff here. It's no longer accurate. Like 2 months behind on updating this one. Okay. Erase some of that too. Okay. All right. Yep, you're gone. All right. So let me see. We've got cat names. Jonesy. Sock puppet. Rags and Stuffin'. Snowball. That's Panda Power. Hey, Panda Power, I'm glad you're still here. Stop making me red. I'm brown. There we go. Dead Silent. Killinger. Is that right? Klinger? Is that 2 L's? That looks like 2 L's. Felix. Well, I said it's a week-long thing. You don't need to throw out all the names tonight. But, you know, 1 L. Oh, Klinger. 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 Generally useless. Not useless. If I lay back, this little kitty supports my neck. But of course I can't lay back because then you guys can't hear me. Muffler? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, you also write stuff down during streams. Yeah, I mean, like sometimes I'll keep track of a list on like a Sheets document, but I didn't feel like going and opening up a document and like writing all the stuff. And so I have my whiteboards here now. And so is I have them unpacked, important. So then I was like, if I could just grab the whiteboard, erase some of the stuff, write some names. Yeah. I'm not consistent. Yeah, I got it. I understood with 1 L. I even said it right. It would make sense if you knew what a muffler was. I know what a muffler is. It's the thing you put on a car. It's the part that gets loud and then the cops have to tell you to change it. I wrote some notes, ideas for a stream. My daughter and niece drew all over them with paint markers. Oh, that sucks. See, I've got a whiteboard though. So, well, I mean, okay, what you do is you just write stuff down wherever. You take a picture of it, and then it doesn't matter. You've got it. Especially if you'll forget where you wrote. Where did I write that down? Take a picture of it. It doesn't matter. You also wrap a muffler around your neck. Neck muffler. What? It's just a neck sweater. Mufflers are just neck sweaters. Neck gaiter. I'm familiar with neck gaiter. Neck muffler? Yo, neck gaiter sounds way more awesome. And it's also the more common name I'm seeing in the search. I just search. Oh, it's a neck gaiter. Neck gaiter also sounds way more like it's from Florida. It's a neck gaiter. Watch out. You also wrap them up. Oh, yeah. That's like that neck called, like that thing called a scarf. Yeah, like, but not like. Scarves are different. Mad Cats 2, Return to Thunder Pussy. You mean this is Mad Cats 2, Return to Thunder Pussy? That's a long name. And make sure I spell it right. Mad Cats 2, Return to Thunder Pussy. Mad Cats. I know, right? Mad Cats are like game controllers made in Mexico with lead parts. Official definition of muffler: a heavy scarf worn around the neck for warmth. Yeah, a heavy scarf. You can't use a word in the definition of the word. Hence, a scarf is something different. A muffler is a heavy scarf. Never alive. Cat 0. A waste of cloth. He doesn't understand how comfy you are and that you provide neck support. One man show. I don't know. Fun fact. I don't know if you caught it. I have mentioned it a few times. I was in a car accident recently and I sustained some injury and damage. So I have to do certain things, and certain things help me, like having neck support. So the kitty has a purpose. Very important in July to bundle up. It is. Because it gets cold at night. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. It's cold at night. I guess not really doing this in the desert. So far out here has been pretty warm even at night. Like, I'm not like, oh, it's fucking cold. Damn it, you. Inconceivable. I know, right? Right? It took a few days for me to start feeling it. But I've got like some damage in like my tendons in my neck and my lower back. Otherwise, unfazed. I actually couldn't feel the neck one, even though it's the worst one. The lower back one I felt really sore because it supports all of this body weight, you know. But the neck, I just felt a little sore, like it's just, but like not. I didn't realize I had like limited mobility and whatnot. I look silly. I look silly with this adorable kitty. You look silly with that one. See, I have an adorable kitty, whereas you do not. How silly. Who's silly now? I should smoke more Mary Jane. I feel like I'm a little too sharp right now. My real cat tries to trip me down the stairs. Neck injury waiting to happen. That's what they do. Did you leave an imprint on the vehicle that hit you? Presuming that it was a vehicle? The vehicle, yeah, that car is totaled. Vegas is that cold? No, it's not. Cats try to kill you. Scratching a fake cat's chin seems silly to me. Well, it's because you don't understand that this little guy has feelings. It's cute. And you know what you do to cute things? You give him a lot of love. And we're naming it, okay? We're naming this adorable kitty. Courtney, do you have any name suggestions? We're naming this adorable little kitty this week. So hey, you know, this one's here to stay. This little kitty's here to stay. Schrodinger. I like it. It's like Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. The Schrodinger's cat. S.C. Schrodinger. Schrodinger. Cool. Yeah. X gonna give it to you. All right. And note that it fails to purr in response. Purr. It's purring. Purr. It needs to be washed. You don't know that. She's fine. What are you talking about? Name it Betsy. Heisenberg. So we've got Betsy. Nice and short. Betsy is a Court. That's why I spelled your name wrong. I'm used to shortening it to just Court. I just did it right now and realized what happened. Or Elsie. After being on your injured neck, I'd say yeah. And yes, I know Heisenberg has no U. Heisenberg, I spelled it with U, right? Yes. Gotcha. Elsie Wetsy. Gertie for Gertrude? Ew, what? What's with the... No. I'd rather name it Qwerty. 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 Or no, I was trying to think of a cat pun that worked with Orville. Doesn't work. Cat sci-fi. What sci-fi cats are there? Huh. Neck cat. I don't know. Frankenstein is not your keyboard. Lichet. You want me to call the cat Lichet? Ooh, I could call it Licat. Hey, it's Licat. Well, I need to go. It's almost 5:30 a.m. Damn. Well, I'm glad you had fun, Scrambles. Thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you in the future. I'll be back on Wednesday. Have a great night, yo. Nico, Japanese for cat. Really? Nico or Neko? Neko. Let me see. Japanese Neko. I need to know how to say that. Okay. Translate. Cat. Neko.
Gecko. 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 Gecko.
Neko. Is it so? It's Neko. Neko. Okay, dead weight. That's pretty funny. But it's very light. What do you think this is made of, one man show? With fucking bricks? No, this is the light, fluffy cloth. Lichette, it is pronounced. Lichette. Good night, Scrambles. Take care, man. Chat is French for cat. Is it really? Le chat. Cotton wadding. Necoville. Necoville. Nico. Nicoville. Nick. Ugh. Little bow cat. Damn. I can't think of anything. Okay, let's just let this roll around in our heads for the week. Let's do that. I'm gonna make some more room on this because there's gonna be more suggestions. But I'm gonna throw that out there on the internets. I'm gonna put that on the Twitter. Throw out a name for my neck pillow cat. I'll take a picture and I'll do some suggestions. I'll do some questions. Yeah, let's do it. Because that's easy. I just take a picture and I say, hey, everyone, throw out a name for my neck pillow cat. What is my neck pillow cat called? Let's see what we get. And then I'll add those too. I'll add those to the list I got going here. Boop, boop, doot, 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 doot. All right, now I've got room. Oh, I have some notes here for the show. Sweet. I want to erase those. Oh yeah, someone said earlier that Culture Casino got roasted. What on what's it called, on Comics Division's show tonight? What happened? What did he do? Oh wait. I'm gonna have to read some of that anyway. Anyway. Cool. If you guys get any more ideas for my neck pillow cat, then we'll pick this up later. Same pronunciation. No pounce. 10, you'd be naming it after the chat too. Slacker, because it does next to nothing. Neko. I'll write that one down. Son of a bitch. I just put this down. All right, Neko. I like that one. That was pretty cool. You didn't do anything. Yeah. My cat does so much. You don't even know. You don't even know, one man show. This cat blow your socks off with all the things that it does in a day. The chat. Okay, I'll write that one down too in case I didn't already. Did I not? Okay, because that's a real suggestion apparently. Le chat. All right, the chat. Got it. Let's see what the rest of y'all's comes up with. But I'm at almost 3.5 hours. Casino didn't do anything. No, I said Casino got roasted. Someone said Casino got roasted, right? Lichette. Oh, that's right. You're right. Lichette. Lichette. The name of my cat is Lichette. Lichette. Okay. Got it. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'll figure it out later. I'm going to get out of her. I'm going to get out of here for tonight. It's been fun, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back on Wednesday. Please, if you want to support me, hit up my Ko-fi. If you want to support Cortney, go to the link that is pinned in the chat and also down in the description and show her some love. Help her out with those medical expenses that her insurance won't cover for some fucking reason, because, you know, insurance be insurance. That's how they do. They cover you, but they mostly try to weasel out of covering you. More of an ah sound. Ah sound. Le shot. Le shot. Le shot. Le shot. Le shot. Let us le shot. All right. I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. It's been fun. I hope to see you Wednesday. But until then.
I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt.
Or just do things regular style. It's up to you. Le shot? Okay, le shot. All right, cool. Thanks. Very kind, chat. You're all funny as fuck. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I think Wednesday, I'm going to try a no subjects stream. I'm just going to show up without shit all to talk about, and let's just see where things go. We could talk about current events, see how that goes. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I will catch y'all on Wednesday. Peace. Have a good night.
Second star to the right. And straight on till morning.
Set a course. For home.
I'm reading an ion storm on that trajectory, sir. Should I go around it?
We can't be afraid of the wind, Ensign. Take us to Warp 4.
It is the unknown that defines our existence. We are constantly searching, not just for answers to our questions, but for new questions. We are explorers. We explore our lives, day by day. And we explore the galaxy, trying to expand the boundaries of our knowledge. And that is why I am here. Not to conquer you with weapons or with ideas, but to coexist and learn.
Let's see what's out there. Engage.